Alright, shalom, yashral. I'm just linking you guys in. You guys are just kind of going to be a third party about this. Here with the house, we got everybody here, man. We got Shara, we got Darash, we got Yuanathan, we got Yanakwa, we got Tabak, we got the whole crew, and Quadawash is here too. So, we were just kind of just discussing things, and I was going to show Brother Darash how to freestyle destroy the New Testament, just how easy it is to pick it apart. Okay, so what were you just talking about? We were talking about the Templars, right? Talking about how the Masons, like the mystery schools, right?
Yeah, well, like the main references that we have come from the Jewish stuff, right?
Yeah.
We talked about it before, like the Masons and shit.
Yep.
And that's probably like as close as we're gonna get, right, to finding the truth.
Yeah, see, that's the whole thing, is that, like, and it's crazy because some people get mad at me for that shit. But that's like pretty much the closest you're gonna get, because you got Torah, right? And we've had the Torah, and that's what gives us all truth. Yahweh gives all knowledge. Everything comes from Yahweh. So, we get the insight. He gives us like his spirit. You know what I'm saying? He gives us the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And so we're able to read his words because his words are so deep. They're the fountains of living waters. So they're ever flowing waters. You know what I'm saying? So you'll just keep getting like boundless information from the Torah. But as far as outside the Torah, the only legit information that you're going to really get is from the Freemasons. That's like the only, because they're the holders of the information right now. You know what I'm saying? They're the modern day mystery school that controls everything. No, dude, you can't play with the phone. They're the modern day Masons that control, they're the modern mystery school that popped up. And see, because you got to remember, Masonry adapted out of Christianity, out of Protestantism. I mean, well, if you read because you just finished reading Albert Pike, right? Yeah. What do these dudes say? Right? And in like Manly P. Hall and shit, right? What do these guys always say? That Masonry's been ancient. That Masonry's ancient as hell. New. Yeah, nothing new under the sun. Exactly what Torah says, right?
They just pretty much use it. Like, I don't know how to say it. Adopt it. Like, it's the same.
Yeah,
shit.
it's just a modern version of it.
Yeah. Ancient mystery schools are what we were, the present day, Masonry.
Modern Masonry. See, perfectly.
They'll agree with that. Like,
yeah. They agree with that.
And they'll continue to give you more information about other stuff. They believe in all the deities and all the freaking sun gods and shit.
See,
and all the fucking
but
Metatron and shit, corrupting our shit, saying Enoch was him and stuff.
Oh my God! Isn't that like the worst thing? Did you catch that? Did you catch that? The nonsense, right?
When my other encyclopedia looked it up, confirmed that pretty much said they pretty much twisted it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you got in the encyclopedia said that they twisted up Enoch to make it seem like he was Metatron, right? Yeah. Yeah, because that's
Hermes, right?
Yeah, or Hermes. Yeah, exactly.
And then it goes into details of every single person. But they tell you like shit that they worship.
See, and that's the whole thing, is that they tell you, like, like the whole Metatron thing. Okay, see, this is the whole thing with people, like the whole mystery school doctrine. They try to make it seem like even in the movies, like angels manifest in the body. You know what I'm saying? And they do come and they do manifest as a human. Not saying that they come in like a human body or whatever, but they look human because we're based off their image.
Yeah.
So they look like us.
They just straight up like they lost that heavenly side.
The Fallens? Yeah. See, the Nephilim were like that, right? Yeah, So, but the thing with that is, with the other angels, you have instances where the angels were amongst men. You know what I'm saying? Like, anytime Daniel had a vision in the angels, he'd be like, oh, a man. You know what I'm saying? A man. It was like a man, the form of a man. And,
that was a dude.
Yeah, it was a dude. You know what I'm saying? It was like some homie. But it gets to a point where, like, they try to say that they came in flesh, like they were flesh, like flesh and bone, like they didn't just come, like, you know what I'm saying, as themselves, like to come do things. Even when like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, like Michael like manifested. You know what I'm saying? Like he was walking with the like the pillar of fire. That's why they could see him because he was in fire. You know what I'm saying? Like Michael was always.
That's how he physically manifested himself.
Yeah, here. Yeah, when he was walking amongst us in the wilderness.
The Most High, it was like, yeah, you're my representative here.
Con.
You gotta go down there.
And then that's where you get the Jehovah's Witnesses twisting it, and they'll say stuff like, "Oh well, Christ, Jesus turned into Christ." You know what I mean? That he was Michael, right? That at first there was Michael, and then he like became Jesus, and then died and re-became Michael, which is not scriptural, neither in the Torah nor does the New Testament support it. Yeah,
Where does it talk about that?
Huh?
Where does it talk about that?
What?
Him being Michael and then
That's Jehovah's Witness doctrine. Yeah.
But they still use the New Testament.
Oh yeah, they have their own book. They have their own Bible. It's called the New World Translation. I got one in the room.
But where does it talk about him doing that?
Yeah, it doesn't. That's the only way they can explain it, bro. Because you have.
Star.
Yeah.
That him as like Lucifer, right, or whatever.
Yeah,
coming down as the angel, right? But they don't really say it's Michael. Do they say it's Michael? That's the deception. That's what because okay, listen. So this is the problem with the New Testament. This is the whole problem, okay, for everybody that supports it or doesn't know or that has trouble talking with people. Okay, here's the problem with the New Testament. Because the whole New Testament, like I was telling you a little bit earlier, the premise of the whole New Testament is based off of fulfillment of prophecies of the Torah. You know what I'm saying? The Tawara. Like they say, oh, well, Jesus fulfilled this prophecy. Careful. Jesus fulfilled that prophecy. He did this and he did that. And this happened, so that got done. And you know what I'm saying? Like that's how they present it. Can you hand me that? The green one? The Cambridge. So that's how they like present it, right? They present it like, oh, well, it's just fulfillment of prophecies. So that's like I was saying. It's like we got to pull a Samson. We got to pull a Samson, you know what I'm saying? We got to grow the hair back. We got shamed, right? What do they do? What do they do when they take you to prison?
They cut you, they strip you, and cut off all your hair and throw you in the cold shower.
Con, what did they do to Samson?
Cut off all his hair.
Cut off all his hair and what? Poked his eyes out and what? Put him to push, to grind the mill, right?
Yep.
They make you guys work over there, right? They make you work up in prison.
Picking vegetables, cotton, whatever.
Yep, see? So what you got to do is you got to grow your hair back, right? Get that hair back, which is symbolic of the strength, man. You got to get that seal back on your head of Yahweh. You got to turn back to Yahweh, right? Get your locks back. And then you got to what? You got to take down the pillars, the support pillars, so that the whole house of Dagon could come down. Because what's Dagon? Dagon's the fish god, right? It's not the Pope's whole outfit based off of the fish god, right? The freaking Little Mermaid, right? So, but so, huh? That's it is, yeah. She grew up in the Catholic shit, so like she's seen that she had to like service the altars, like do all that stuff, man. They tried to initiate her, all sick, man. That's crazy. But yeah, so
sacrifice me.
I know that if they would have been back in the day, they would have sacrificed you, man. Most High saved your ass. I'll tell you that much. Call Yahweh Zaba'ah the cod, right? So we have so Dagon, right? You got to take down the whole house of the Philistines, because basically that's like symbolically like who everybody represents right now that worships Jesus. They worship the Philistines. They are Philistines who are Egyptians. The Philistines come from like the Egyptians. You know what I'm saying? From Mitzrayim. So like and you can get that in Genesis. In fact, I might even get that. But anyways. So these Philistines, right, they worship the fish god because they worship Jesus in the Pisces. This is why they have the Jesus fish. You know the Jesus fish, right? That they have like on all backs of the cars and shit like that. That stupid little fish, and it has the little cross as the eyeball and stuff like that. Yeah, Jesus fish. He's the unclean fish. He's Leviathan, man. That's what they're telling you. This is Leviathan. This is the fish, man, that roams the seas, you know? The spiritual beast that devours everything that no one can shake the head at. But, Most I say he's going to crush that thing, so...
where you say he's going to crush the heads of Leviathan, which goes back to the serpent.
He's already done that before, right?
Well, he's going to crush it now. That's what the spiritually, like, because he that's why we have those things. So, like, him breaking the heads of Leviathan is the same thing as him sending the worm to destroy the Koya one, or the Kikion tree, or whatever it's translated in the KJV, the tree that Jonah hid under, right? That's the same thing, which is the same thing as the brazen serpent in the wilderness, that brazen serpent that Moses raised up on the staff. That's the same thing. All of these things that comfort the people, they were all significant, symbolic of Christ, because they all got, like, destroyed. Because later on they destroyed the staff because everybody started to worship it. They called it the Nakashath, which is like the brazen serpent god. They're doing what they're doing now. Everybody's all up on that stupid greys and aliens and freaking reptilians. How long ago did we hear about that, Jonathan? Who was the first? Adam, right? Adam was the first one to bring that shit to us, bro.
He was like those reptilians, man.
When I was trying to deprogram everybody from the damn alien shit, and I was showing everybody that the real, what they call UFOs, are actually demons and Nephilim and shit like that, the spirits of the dead giants, and that the legitimate chariots of Yahweh are like something there. You could read about that in 2 Kings, I think that's first or second chapter, when Elijah gets taken up. You could also read it in the first chapter of Ezekiel. You know what I'm saying? The train of Yahweh, they call it, because he sits upon the wings of the cherubs, or the karabiam, the living creatures as they're called. Those are those things that have the 4 heads and like the cloven feet, and like they're all weird. Like they're beasts, bro. They're creatures, yo. They're straight creatures, and they bear the seat of the Most High. So I says he's above the wings of the cherubs. That's why on the ark they were supposed to erect 2 cherubs on each side, because it represented the 2 cherubs, like the cherubs that his seat's on, like he's over. They cover it. Their wings.
Is that from Ezekiel's vision?
Yeah, Ezekiel, the first chapter, and like the 10th chapter, I think it repeats it or something.
It's funny because I went to church this past weekend, right?
Yeah.
That wedding reception for my second cousin or whatever.
Yeah, you went to go witness against the Catholics.
Shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have where the altar is. They have the beast there. They have the eagle, the ox, dude. Yeah.
Do they? They have it there. They have a cherub. No way.
Yeah, they have. It's just 3 though, and then I'm assuming the priest or whatever
Represented the head of the man. Yeah.
But like, it's funny how I thought that was like, oh no, for real, like this shit's fucking for real. Like,
Oh yeah.
they really do this shit, you know?
Oh yeah.
Dude,
See?
Perverting our fucking shit, dude.
Oh yeah.
It starts to make more sense.
And seeing what's deep, look at this. I'm on Genesis 3:24. It says, "So he drove out the man, and he placed at the east of the Garden of Eden cherubims and a flaming sword which turned every way to keep the way of the tree of life." So right there, man, like that's what's spiritually protecting the entrance of the high call, the porch. You know what I'm saying? Like up to the porchway, but you can't enter them doors, man, because in that porchway there's a cherubim, a karabiam, one of them living creatures standing there with the flaming sword ready to execute some judgment.
With like a freaking lightsaber.
Yeah, that's like symbolic of the Baal Yam. Remember when Baal Yam rode the donkey? He was on the ass and he was traveling down the road, and there was the angel there standing with the sword, and he was going to kill him. But the donkey kept trying to go sideways, so Baal Yam started whooping the donkey. And then the Most High gave voice to the donkey, and the donkey, like him and that donkey had that conversation.
Fucking Shrek or what?
Yeah, shit.
That's where they get that from?
Yeah, that's where they get that from. That's where Shrek got the talking donkey from, man. It's Baal Yam's ass, man. You know what I'm saying? So I guess Baal Yam is Shrek or what? Witnessing against Amalek, Lord Farquaad or what? Lord Fuckwad? Or what? I'm just saying. Oh, it's too much. It's too much. Yeah, they live in the swamplands, dude. Those are them straight Macedonian hillbillies, son. Them's them Creole motherfuckers, man, that be eating them crawdads and shit, yeah. Like from Waterboy and shit.
You got nice legs, boy.
You got a pretty mouth. You know what I mean? Like that crazy, you know? Huh? The Princess and the Frog? Yeah, they even have some stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that, you know what I'm saying? That's just that, but for reals, that's like, they show you that in the movies. I don't know if anybody grasps the fact just how much information they show you in the movies, man. They just over-exaggerate it. You know what I'm saying? It's like South Park. South Park gives you all the shit, bro. They just like over-exaggerate the shit out of it.
Even that one science.
Yeah, and they're just like, oh no, it's just South Park. Yeah, they're just like, no, it's like, nah, bro. Yeah.
This is what Mormons actually believe.
Oh man. Oh
This is
man.
what
There's so many.
Scientologists
Yeah.
actually believe.
Yeah. That's So. But okay. So what do we
Would you
got?
say that's like an example of them deriving their knowledge from our knowledge?
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
Because like
They just took everything we got and
knowledge
perverted.
is God's, right?
Yeah. All knowledge is
God.
from Yahweh. Because He created the good and the evil, but He created evil angels, I guess you could say, you know what I'm saying, like Hashatan, and then He created the Watchers, which were meant to fall, you know what I mean, they fell so that these could happen, so that they could give birth to giants, and then so those giants could become evil spirits, so that they could be given to the hand of Hashatan, so that Yahweh's plan can be brought about. You get what I'm saying? So that's, so really technically all knowledge comes from Yahweh. Everything comes from Yahweh. Yahweh created everything. There's not one thing that He did not create. You know what I'm saying?
Everything would have been perfect, right?
Yeah, well, everything was perfect in creation, but that's what man fell. You know what I'm saying? Man chose, because He created man with free will. You know what I'm saying? And man chose to act wicked. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, curses were brought upon this earth, bro. And a lot of them curses. That's what those curses. But the Most High knew. That's why these things were created, man. The Most High knows all, man. But it's for a reason, man. The Most High has a plan. That's why it says, how can the the clay say to the one who formed it, to the potter, how can you say, like, well, what are you doing? How could we be like to the Most High? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're working a piece of clay, forming some pottery, right? And, the pottery's not going to look at you and be like, hey, I don't want to be a bowl. Or I don't want to be a cup, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be this, you know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, man, like, I'm going to make you however I'm going to make you, and there's nothing you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? You just have the choice. Your paths are set. You just have a choice whether to choose the evil or to choose the good. You know what I'm saying? What path do you want to travel? Do you want to travel the smooth, straight path? Or do you want to veer to the right or to the left, which will just lead you into thorns and briars? Which will be just nothing. Why? Man, it's just so crazy. What are you doing, dude? You running around like a little crazy monster?
He tried to get it. He was like kicking around the cup.
I know, he's crazy, bro. But anyways,
So many ways, dude.
yeah. Okay, we were getting the Table of Nations because we were talking about how everybody's a damn Philistine right now, which goes in with the Egyptians, which goes in with the fact that everyone's in the Elam, because that's what the word Elam means. That's what the court represents, and up to in Solomon's temple, up to the door of the tabernacle, the curtain of the tent, if you're in the wilderness tabernacle, and up to the doors, which includes the pillars, the porchway. That is the Elam, which means like a dead, man. You're dead. You're like in a dead state. You're like asleep, which is in Egypt. You're in Egypt. You got brass and iron above and below you. Okay, so we're in. Yep. Okay, so now we got Genesis 10 and 13, right? And it says, "In Mitzrayim begat Ludim, and Ananim, and Anamim, and Lehabim, and Naphtuhim, and Pathrusim, and Kasluhim, out of whom came Philistines." With whom came the Philistines? Okay, so that's where they come from. The big mystery is all, right? And then, in fact, right here, I'm gonna pick it up the thing now. Okay, so check it out. I have a precept to show you guys. That way, you guys can see it for yourselves. Okay, so it's gonna be like a kind of a weird video. It's gonna go back and forth. It's gonna be some things, you know what I'm saying? Some talking. When it's talking, I'm gonna put the thing down, and then when it's not talking, when I'm showing stuff, I'll show the stuff. Okay, so check it out. So 13. Look, Mitzrayim, right? Mitzrayim, which is the son we know of Ham. Right? Look, Nimrod. So look, the sons of Ham. Mitzrayim, okay? And then you go, which we know Ham is the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, which include all Hebrews, whether, whatever name you want to call them, Dominicans and Haitians and freaking Mexicans or whatever the hell. But we were all called Negroes, so everyone's just going to have to get over that. So here we go. So the Hamites, right? They're the Africans. We all know this. Okay, Mitzrayim, right? We know are the Egyptians. We come from the land of Matzariam, which is, the land of slavery. Means bondage, cruel bondage, harsh punishment. So now, what does it say? That he had sons, right? What? It says he had Kasluhim, out of whom came the Philistines. And look, it gives me some precepts. Look, Amos 9 and 7. We all know what Amos 9 and 7 is. Look, Jeremiah 47 and 4. Look, what does 47 and 4 say? Jeremiah 47 and 4. Because of the day that cometh to spoil all the Philistines, and to cut off from Tyrus and from Zidon every helper that remaineth. For Yahweh will spoil the Philistines and the remnant of the country of Caphtor. The Isles of Caphtor. And it tells me to go back to Genesis 10 and 14. This is out of you guys' own KJV Bible, man. I'm just going to start slaying you with this thing. Let's see. And the reason why we're in it is because we're going to tear apart the New Testament. Okay, so check it out. Genesis 10 and 14. It says Caphtor, man. The Castellan, man. They come from the land of Caphtor. Man, I'm telling you. The Philistines, man. Man. I'm telling you. So anyway, now we know who the Philistines are. Really just technically Egyptians. Okay, so that's why, Most High hates the Philistines, because they're damn Egyptians. Okay, so, let's see. Okay, so we're going to go to the New Testament, right? Woo! Let's show how this book is ridiculous. We're going to freestyle. Okay, check it out. New Testament of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Salak for saying that, but I'm just reading. Translated at the original Greek. Greek! Oh, shit. The original Greek, not even Hebrew, son. That's embarrassing. Why would you...
Why would the Savior of the Hebrews be written in Greek?
Why would any Hebrew be inspired to speak in Greek? I'm going to write down the words of Yahweh in Greek.
Even though I'm Hebrew.
What? We're Hebrew.
Why would you keep
Greek.
tradition,
It's because that's the language of the land. What? 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 What?
Speaking Greek nowadays.
Man, get out of here, man. Yeah, there ain't Greek. Get the hell out of here. Anyways, with the former translations diligently compared and revised by His Majesty's special command, appointed to be read in churches. So I guess you're not supposed to have this for personal use or something. It says, with the words of our Lord while upon the earth, printed in red. Because in this
Yahweh's words can't be in red.
I know, right? How come, okay, check it out. How come they call, in the Catholic Church, can anyone answer me? Why they call, look, it's even right here, in my own Torah, right? It says, look, the Gospel according to St. Matthew. You're okay, you tired? It says the Gospel according to St. Matthew, right? How come Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John can be saints, right? But you don't have Saint Jeremiah. Yeah, it's just Jeremiah and Daniel. You know what I'm just saying? You know what I'm saying? And how come Christ's words are all up in red, but how come they can't accentuate the Most High's words? How come all of the whole thing is Yahweh's words. All of them are Yahweh's words, but you know what I'm saying? At least when he's speaking, when it's thus saith Yahweh, it could at least be bold or something. You know what I mean? Something to accentuate it.
Wouldn't they be able to do that?
Salak, everybody. He's just cranky. He's tired.
Wouldn't they be able to do that?
What? Hell yeah. If they can go through it.
The Most High's words and try. It wouldn't work because there would be no precepts for it.
What?
That's the thing. If they translated this into, or use Yahweh's words or some kind of resembling it, pretty much just instead of saying, and just then, but while he thought, he never says it directly,
No, there is no thus saith, because you're saying there's no thus saith Yahweh, right? There's no thus saith the Lord, right, in the New Testament?
But they could do that.
They could, but they couldn't. That's what the Most High, that's how the Most High, came from them, because they couldn't, it wasn't His words. You know what I'm saying? And then, and that's just one clue. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, He never speaks through the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Which, I'm not just saying because then everybody's going to try to run to Esther or something like that and say, oh, God never spoke in Esther or something like that. You know what I mean? Nah, so, but I'm just saying, if you take it as a whole, Esther's found the Dead Sea Scrolls, so I don't even want to hear anybody talk about that. So, it's the same thing with, Job, But it does say Yahweh in Job, so, but I don't know, whatever. It's just nitpicking, man. Everybody nitpicks at the Torah, but then look, that's the problem. Is you could destroy the New Testament without doing the little nitpicking stuff, without doing the ridiculous, the stupid stuff that people do. Oh, it says this, but it was saying, you know what I'm saying? They're just reaching for some ridiculous argument. Like that, you don't even have to do that. Like just straight, blatant contradictions, cotton fat. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so a little my bitch. Sorry, I'm just mad because they don't do nothing special for Yahweh. They could at least. Why can't they do a Bible where it you know what I'm saying? I don't know, whatever. But anyway, let's see. Okay, let's start off in Matthew. Look, right off the bat, right off the freaking bat. Okay, look, it's chapter 1:1. What does it say? The book of the generations of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham, okay? And it's funny because I've heard a couple of camp people tell me that the reincarnation dudes, right? They try to say, oh, well, look, he was Solomon and he was Isaac. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the son of Abraham. They try to say that Christ has been here, that he was Adam. Christ is Adam. And then Adam was then reincarnated as Isaac, and then he reincarnated later on as like Solomon, and then he reincarnated as like final form as Christ, and then went into the heavens by UFO. You know what I'm saying? So basically, like that's like one of the camp doctrines. That's like some of the camp. I don't know if they like a lot of them still teach it or what, but I remember when I first started like watching them or whatever and started seeing that. I've heard a couple of them say that. I think GMS was the main one. But I'm not sure. But anyways, I think ICPK did too for a while too. Yeah. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Well, I was thinking because what you were saying now that Michael came in through David, the lineage of David, or what?
That's what that's what the Jehovah's Witnesses try to say, because they can't explain Daniel 12:1.
They can't explain all of it.
Oh yeah. Well yeah. Hell. 12:1.
Oh, 12:1.
Just one verse. Yeah, they stumble on one verse. All Christians cannot handle Daniel 12:1. Because it says Michael will stand, the great prince of the people. Watch. Let's even go to it. Watch. Look. Let's mark up Matthew.
Shit, right?
Huh?
They try to insert the replacement theology.
Oh yeah, replacement theology. Perfect. Yes.
Yeah.
Salat Khan.
Their versions of like
Khan. See, that's why I don't really like Christian translation. See, this is why I'm also using the KJV to show people just how freaking flawed this thing is. You know what I'm saying? Because the Christian translations specifically like manipulated things to like fit their doctrines and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because look, it says, look, Daniel 12:1, right? Look, we're at, look. Oh, well, it says, look, other side. Daniel, right? Okay. 12:1. At that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since was a nation, even to the same time. And at that time, which is that day, thy people shall be delivered, everyone shall be found written in the book. Everyone that shall be found written in the book. So basically, Michael's the one standing, and this is where the damn Christians get caught up at, bro, because they can't explain away why it says Michael and not like Jesus or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, why does it say Michael every time? Why does it say the angel of the Lord, right? Say in your books, the angel of Yahweh. Why does it say that and not the Son of God or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Then their mystery book tries to justify it by saying, oh, well, he was hidden from the foundations of the world and oh, but then I thought, how was he hidden from the foundations of the world if he was Michael? When Hebrews says that look, let me get that real quick. Look, you want to chop up, look, anybody, this is for anybody, I don't know what anybody's situations are or whatever, but this is just for people. I'm just going to start dissecting this thing to freaking pieces because I'm tired of this damn book and I'm tired of people, like, manipulating, like, and trying to, like, buck dance around shit. No, hell no, I'm chopping it up right now. Okay, so we got what? The epistle of the Paul, the apostle to the Hebrews, right? Look at this blasphemy. God, right? Who at I'm just going to read it for what it is, because he's not the Most High. God, who at sundry times and at diverse manners spake in times past unto the fathers by the prophets, hath in these last days spoken unto us by his Son, whom he hath appointed heir of all things, by whom he also made the worlds. They're saying that he made the world. Bro, you know that bro. This is blasphemy. Okay. This is another problem I have with the New Testament. They say that Jesus created everything. They say that God created Jesus, and you know what? Those are the real curse words. How about that? Those are the real vile words Lord and God and Jesus, okay? But everybody, Salah, can excuse me for using those terms and phrases, but I have to at this moment in order to iterate the you know what I'm saying, to make it plain so that everyone can understand, okay? Because we don't know who's watching, whatever. But I'm just, you know what I'm saying, just speaking plainly. Don't everybody take it and whatever. Be let Most High judge between me and you, okay? How about that? Take it up with Yahweh. So anyways, right? We've seen the bro.
I just turned from what
Just let him, bro. I know you want to thought was doing something. He turns around, just shots around like, because you know what's up, man. He's witnessed since what? Since 08? Since 08?
Since we first met.
Yeah, since 08. Yep. We went. What is that? Almost 6 years now. 5. What? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we got this. Look. Sundry times, right? Last days. Look, he made the worlds. Okay, so like I was saying, they say that God, right? The Most High. Well, I don't even like, because their God's different from our God. But let's just say Most High. So because I hate the word God. It's just awful. So the Most High. Yeah, I know, right? So Most High. Okay. Most High. I'll only say the word God if it's pertaining to the tribe, because that is how you pronounce the word God. You know what I'm saying? I guess you maybe. You know, I would venture to say that it would probably even be grammatically correct in the Hebrew to say Gawad.
Gawad?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, just to make it more full. Because you know how the waws are added in the middle of the words. You know, I've taught you. You know what's up, bro. You know what's up with the Hebrew. I've taught you.
Yeah.
But anyway, so, and Brother Tabak knows about that too, huh? How the waws go in the middle of the words, right? To make it more full. Yeah. You've been learning. In fact, right now, he's friggin' face down and he's plowing Tabak's plowing some land, and so is Brother Darash over there with the books open. You don't even know what it looks like in this living room. Man, get out of here, man. This is a holy place. But anyways, 7 eyes, son. But anyways, so look.
I don't want to be reading this shit.
What? Well, the New Testament. I know. I'm sorry, but we're dismantling it.
I'm learning, dude.
Oh yeah, it's learning. But I know what you mean. It's like it's some vile shit, huh?
Because like right off the bat, like.
Right off the bat, dude. Right off the freaking bat. You can't even get to the introduction. Yeah, just the word Greek right off the bat. It's like,
You knew, like, when you taught us about the Greek and Hebrew, how, like, you were supposed to, like, obviously you don't know the history of the people.
Right? How long have didn't I show you everything about the Greeks? Didn't I show everything about the Hebrew? I showed you where everything traced from and everything. So you should know.
History,
Brother Darash knows. It's just history. That's how you know people don't even know just straight history, bro. Bro, nah, man, I'm glad you're here, bro. Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. Prophecies right now, man. Okay, look, because it gives a precept for this. Look, it says 1 John 1 and 3. Look, it's a precept. 1 John, let me see that. 1 John 1 and 3, okay? Or not 1 John, Salak. John 1 and 3, okay? What does it say? Look. It says what? In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. You know what? You could nitpick at that. You know, it says the Word was God, right? But, you know, unfortunately for all of you guys out there that love this Greek book, I know Greek, and I know that when it says the Word was with God, that it says, ton, theon. You know what I'm saying? And when it says, and the Word was God, it just uses theos. So it says, ton theon, with the na at the end, right? With the nu, right? In the Greek, it's pronounced a nu. And then the Word was God, which is theos, right? Theos. So theon and theos. And even in the Hebrew, because I have a Hebrew New Testament as well, so I don't even know why you guys don't just switch over to those and try to act more legit, but, you know, whatever. But anyways, it says, and the word, and in the Hebrew it says, ha alayam, or alahayam, and then in over here it just says alahayam. You know what I'm saying? So it's the alahayam, and then the second part's just alahayam. But anyway, so you could nitpick at people with that, but, you know, we'll even give them that one. The same was in the beginning with God. See, this is the dangerous part, is, the Most High, because I knew most of this information, but you want to most of the stuff we talk about, did I not have been not talking about this since we met and stuff like that? And you know, some of the stuff we learned on the way, but the majority of the shit, have I not been talking about it since way back then?
Aliens, the whole just shit, everybody who's just coming into it, just like, oh yeah, the Nephilim, the angel,
right? The aliens are, it's like really Nephilim. It's like, yeah, we've been on that for,
I know.
And then the whole Enoch thing and the whole planets and all that stuff in the calendar for at least 3 years. This is the third year now. We've been off the pagan holidays for like 4. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been, you know what I'm saying? Long time, man, long time. But we got out of Christ, like 2 years ago, right? And see, and that's the thing, right? Is that, see, I think Yahweh had us stay under that for a specific reason. Because we learned, because now I know Greek.
Learn through experience.
We know Greek, so then we can dismantle their bomb from the inside out. It's like Superman with the X-ray vision. You know, he just like pierces his eyes through the fucking bomb and just like dismantles it from the inside. You know what I'm saying? Like that's, you know. But anyway, so we'll even give you that. Well, we know it's ton theon and theos, so we'll even give you that. The same was in the beginning with God. So they say Christ was in the beginning with God, right? All things were made by him. What? All things were made by him. Uh-oh. And look, precepts, look, it even gives me the Hebrews 1:5. It gives me plenty more. There's plenty more. Do you want all these? No, we'll see, because we're trying to get to some other stuff, right? But anyways, look at how that blasphemy is. Things were made by him, and without him was anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. So not only do they say that everything was made by him, and without him nothing was made that was made. So basically that's why they say that God spoke the word, and then the word was out without form, you know what I mean? And then the Most High manifested it, you know what I'm saying? Look. It says, he was the true light, right, that cometh into the world. So he was just, that's why he said he was hidden from the foundations. They say he was just the word, and then he was put, well, some Christians, you know, so everybody has different Christian doctrines, right? But I'm just going to break each one of them down. One of them, the Christian doctrines, says that he was the word, and then the word was hidden until it was put into flesh, and then it was sacrificed, and then his body was translated into like a heavenly spiritual body, kind of like the angels, and then he went and sat on the right hand of God. You know what I'm saying? That's what they say. Brother Darash is in amazement right now. In utter amazement. And then, okay.
We're able to understand this.
Yeah.
So much, like, we just like, oh yeah, I understand this. Like, but a lot of people can't.
A lot of people can't see through the veil. It's a veil, bro. It's like it take like a cloth, right? It's like covering it with the serape, bro, and then just like, you know, you're all cloaked up, son.
Yeah, because it goes back to the fucking book, their book, their mystery school book.
God.
Right? Because
God.
he's supposed to be manifested into himself through the sun and shit, and he came, you know.
Oh yeah, see, that's the Trinity stuff. Yeah, see. The Adam Kadmon. See, Brother Darash has read the Masonic word and knows their secret teaching too. So see, we are witnesses to their bullshit. So they can't pull no wool over our eyes, bro. They can't fool us with this nonsense. Like, look at this nonsense. How could you say, look, but as many received him, we are the sons of God, right? And the word was made flesh and dwelt among us. So see, this word was invisible, then made flesh, and we beheld his glory, the glory of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace with him. What do you mean, only begotten? What does that mean, only begotten? What? Someone's going to have to explain that. But anyways, well, I mean, I already know, but, you know, that's sarcastic. But I'm willing to hear it out. But it says, all things were made by him. Without him was not anything made that was made. We go back to Hebrews, and what do we see? Look, by whom all... So he made the worlds. So they say that God in the beginning created Jesus, and then Jesus then created everything else. See that he used his word, which is Jesus without form, and he created everything else. Unless they say that he was Michael, that someone's really gonna have to like super. I want to see someone super break down the doctrine, like really defend their doctrine, trying to say that Michael is Jesus, that they're the same. I would really like to see someone defend that doctrine, so that I could chop it to pieces.
Choppings. I mean, I guess we could pull out the pike.
Pull out the pike or what?
I mean, that's defending your religion right there, right?
I know, right? That's what you guys have to do to pull out. That's your guys' best weapon for all you guys that agree with the New Testament. Yeah, that penne, man. Your best defense is to whip out the pike, man, because Pike, he's your boy, right? He's the one that supports your dead risen Savior God. Does not Pike believe in a dead risen Savior God? Don't they all believe in a dead, risen Savior God?
Because it goes back to Dagon, dude. It's Dagon.
Dagon.
He came back, right?
Who is Osiris? Who is Tammuz?
Manifested himself as a man. Right?
Manifested himself as a man. See, and not to say that angels don't come amongst men, because like I said, obviously, they're, in Tobit, which Tobit is found in the Dead Sea Scrolls, Raphael. Yeah, exactly. They're allowed by the Most High to do their to come down here and do certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did Raphael say? That they thought they saw him eat and drink, but he really didn't.
Was like, no, I just made you think that I was.
Yep. You know what I'm saying?
The Force.
It's probably the same thing when Abraham had accompanied the three angels, the three Malakim. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, so we're going back to so anyways, you're Jesus boy, okay? But anyway, let's go back to
because I'm reading something like related to that.
Yeah, are you?
In the Wisdom of Solomon.
Are you?
Because right, because he created beauty, right? I remember God created beauty, but then everyone started saying like beauty, like he was, like Jesus was the beauty, right?
Yeah,
Like, they started worshiping like the earth, right?
They started worshiping the creature more than the creator.
Yeah, like it goes back to the potter thing, right?
Yeah,
They started worshiping
the clay instead of the potter.
Themselves, right?
Yeah, No, you're right. You're exactly right. Okay, so let's go back.
But God said, right? For the first author of beauty hath created them, right? Which is God, right?
Yeah, Yahweh.
Let them know how much better Yahweh of them is, for the first author of beauty hath created them.
Yep, So how much more beautiful is Yahweh, who created the creation? How beautiful is the creation, then how much more beautiful is Yahweh, man? And they try to take that beauty and give it to some idol. Dressed in green.
The Green Lantern.
The Jolly Green Giant, the Green Lantern. Because he's the light of he's the Green Lantern. He's the Green Lantern, man. He's the Green Lantern. But anyway, sorry. It's sorry, we're weird. We're all odd. Yeah, we're just going to have to get over it. We are who we are, damn it. But anyways, you don't think the Most High always cracks jokes? If nobody likes joke, man, the Most High is funny. People must not know. If you don't know that the Most High is the funniest of the funnies, then I don't know you must not know the Most High, man. And he will use you as the joke. He makes jokes on us all day, huh? Yeah. He'll make you eat your own words every day. He'll immediately almost.
As soon as you say it, boom.
But damn it! That's why it says in Proverbs to be careful with your words, right? But you know what I'm saying? Like the Most High, he's like so funny, man. Like if you read the prophets, I mean, yeah, he's being like harsh and stuff, but that's what's so funny. He's just like he's calling people whores and saying that they like spread their legs open for all the men to just come with their big old balls, and you know what I'm saying? Like really, for reals, like break it down for really what it is. That's what the Most High is saying. He's saying we're whores that love the penne idol, bro, the penis idol. Sorry, but that's what all your mystery school dead risen savior gods are. That's what that's symbolic of, man. Like, I'm sorry, but we're all adults, and we're just going to have to get over it and discuss it. Because that's what this thing is, man. That's what the risen, the Savior rose, right? Basically, got an erection, and then it died, right? It fell, it got crucified, basically it ejaculated, and then it went back down, right? He went limp, and then it's limp, and that's when he's dead in the earth, and then he resurrects. He re-erects, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, sorry, but that's what it is, bro. That's what Osiris is. That's what them dudes are. What does it go back to? It goes back to the Nephilim, because what does it say in Enoch, which is found in the Dead Sea Scrolls, and it's specifically this chapter. It talks about how them angels, man, them fallen angels, them watchers, right? The ones that transgressed, it says that which they were built for that, they transgressed, it says that they had horses, the privy members like horses. Which Brother Gabaria brought out the scripture in Ezekiel where it talks about the donkeys, the members of donkeys. And that's the same thing, man. The penny worship, dude, it goes back to the Nephilim, to the women. That's why they go after the women, man. They get women to worship. That's why they get them to do, I'm sorry, but they get them to get dildos. And to do the initiations and all the pornos, because that goes back to the Greek word pornos, which means prostitution for money. And that's what they get them. They're initiating them. That's what it says. They had temple prostitutes. You could look up all the dead risen savior gods. You can look up all of them in the encyclopedia. You have it, the Encyclopedia of the Gods, right, Darash? You got the Encyclopedia of the Gods, and he even saw it in the damn library of the high school. And they worship the penne, and not only that, but they had temple prostitutes. What do you think them temple prostitutes were doing? They were worshiping a penne. And then it goes even deeper, because they said that they saw women weeping for Tammuz. Well, if you go into the footnote in the Stones edition to Knock, where it says women weeping for Tammuz, it says that the women were making the statue of Tammuz weep. Tammuz was a penis god. So if they were making a penis weep, that means... And not only that, but I'm sorry, but it is what it is. They have dildos that have fake ejaculate.
Yes, they do.
They have dildos with fake ejaculate. You know what I'm saying? They are initiating people into their mysteries without even knowing it. And a lot of them do know it. The ones that are famous and that they produce the stuff and they try to fool people into getting involved in that. They know what's going on, but everybody else that just goes to like the store and tries to spice their life up or whatever, when it should just be, it should be no problem, man. Like, bro, come on. Abraham was making sons at 100, bro. There should be no problem, dude. You know what I'm saying? Gideon had 70 sons. Should be no problem. Okay? So, I'm just saying, but, whatever. But anyway, so... But back to the trail off. But it is what it is, man. And if I'm to prove it, oh yeah, we could keep going about that shit. But that's not the topic, you know what I'm saying? But we'll do another topic about that. But I wanted to show you this thing, and look, let me show you this right off the genealogies, right? So check it out. You got Matthew. It says Abraham begat Isaac, and Isaac begat Jacob, and Jacob begat Judas and his brethren. Okay. So now hold that Matthew, right, and let's go to Luke, the book of Luke. We got some questions about this genealogy stuff. Okay, let's go to Luke. I think it's the 3rd chapter. Ah, yes, the 3rd. Okay, so now we have another one. What does it say? Let's go to Luke 3 and 22. And it says, "And the Holy Ghost descended in a bodily shape like a dove upon him. And a voice came from heaven which said, Thou art my son, I dwell." Okay, Jesus himself began to be about 30 years of age, being as was supposed, in parentheses, as was supposed, the son of Joseph, which was the son of Heli. Now you've got two different sects, like divisions of Christians. You've got some Christians that believe in the Trinity thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it says as was supposed in parentheses. So you got some of them that believe in the Trinity thing, which, so they say, oh, as was supposed, meaning he wasn't really the son of Joseph. He it was the Immaculate Conception. So for all you people for the Immaculate Conception, okay, why is there 2 genealogies, one in Matthew? Why do you have Joseph's genealogy in Matthew then? For everybody that's into the Immaculate Conception, why is Joseph's genealogy in the book of Matthew? What is the need for Joseph's genealogy, right, if he has nothing to do with the birth of Jesus, right? And for all of you that say that he came from Joseph, which is what it says in Romans, right? Romans 1, it says that he came from the sperma. The Greek word is sperma of David. So he came from, so that's why they have the genealogy in Matthew, to try to prove, see, that's the whole basis of Jesus, is that he was the descendant of David, this supposed person that came from David and died for everyone's sins and resurrected, which was supposedly supposed to be prophesied in the Torah, which it wasn't. So anyway, so let's get the genealogy, right? Look, so it goes backwards, but let's start from the top, because look, it goes all the way back, supposedly it goes all the way back to Adam. Okay, so it goes all the way back to Adam, but we want to go down. We don't want to start from all the way back there. Okay, so look, Judas, right? Judah, right? He had Phares, which had Esrom, and he had Aram, right? What does this say? Judas had Phares and Zerah and Thamar, and Phares begot Ashram, and Ashram begat Aram. Okay, there's Aram. Okay, so let's go down further. Okay, so Jesse, we'll start right here. Jesse begat David, which was, look, Nathan. It says Nathan right there, and it even gives you a precept. 2 Samuel 5 and 14, right? Look, Nathan. The house of Nathan. Nathan was one of David's sons. In fact, we'll get that. What is that? 2 Samuel 5 and 14. Hold on. Slack, I'm going to find it right now. 2 Samuel 5 and 14. let's get it. 2 Samuel. Hold on. What's up, Buck?
I can't find this word, and I'm on the roll right now. I'm trying to...
It held you up. Stopped you up. Hold up. So look, I just want to get this right. Right, 2 Samuel, right, 6. Start 13. And David took him more concubines and wives out of Jerusalem after he was come from Hebron. And there were yet sons and daughters born to David, and these were the names of those sons that were born unto him in Jerusalem: Shammua and Shobab and Nathan and Solomon and Ibhar also and Eliashu. So see right there, Nathan's one of his sons. So you got Nathan and you got Solomon. They're brothers, okay? Nathan and Solomon. Right here, you have, look, this is Matthew 1 and 6. Jesse begat David, and David the king begat Solomon of her that had been the wife of Urias, and Solomon begat Rehoboam, and Rehoboam begat Abiah. Okay? But the problem is when you go to Luke 3, okay? When you go to Luke 3, what does it say? Right? Where's David? David, right? It says Nathan. Look, which was the son of Maliah, which is Manan, which was the son of Mattatha, which was the son of Nathan, which was the son of David. So it said David had Nathan, and Nathan had Mattatha. But right here it says David had Solomon, and Solomon had Rehoboam. So there's your first problem. Compare Matthews 1 and 7, right? Matthews 1 and 7 with Luke 3 and 31. Matthews 1 and 7 with Luke 3 and 31. You've got the problem right there. So which one is it? Is it through Nathan's seed or is it through Solomon's seed? And you've got a whole different genealogy from there, buddy. Right there you got Heli had Joseph. This is Joseph was the son of Heli. And some people are like, oh, he's the son-in-law, right? Look, watch, check it out. Because I know all your tricks. Look, Zondervan, right? Let's go to Heli, right? Let's see what Heli has to say, right? I used to teach this stuff, bro. I used to teach the New Testament, man. Get out of here, dude. Alright, watch, check it. We were all under the Christ spell, man. You know what I'm saying? We were all under some type of heathen spell.
I think the scripture might change.
Which one?
The whole, because it's a living Bible, you know?
Which one?
God's alive in this. Right?
No, it's the Torah's 360. It's past, present, and future. The Living Bible, no, but the translation, the Living Bible, the reason why they do is that's why they try to make it like the what do they say, the Declaration of Independence, or whatever they say, it's a living document, meaning it can be changed. That's what they try to say, but the Torah is infinite, it's forever, the law's been there, it's in heavenly tablets, bro, like it can't change. That's why everything is coming to pass as what it was said, you know what I'm saying?
I hadn't read the Old Testament, and I've read mostly out of the New Testament. Because I was Catholic, right?
Yeah, Catholic.
So, and then, I know that we have been studying this and trying to study out scripture and stuff, but I remember you saying you've read the Old Testament, right, before?
Oh, yeah, I've read it. I've read the Torah,
before, when you were on...
Oh, yeah, even when I was teaching Christ, I was reading the whole thing all the way through.
You think it might have changed?
I was studying both.
Like the actual context, I guess you'd say. I don't think it changed. You just
No, in the Hebrew, it's the same. It's the English translation that changes the context. That's why I say the Christian translations of the Bibles are sketchy, because they're Christian interpretations. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why it's so important, if you do have a Christian translation, that you pray to Yahweh to give you the discernment, and that you try your best to at least get like a concordance, so that you could, and the dictionary, the concordance dictionary combo, so that you are able to read the Hebrew, you know what I'm saying, to go research and make sure that it's saying what it's saying, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But look, so this is an example. Strong's exhaustive concordance, okay? This thing's all beat up. So let's get this definition of Heli. This is Eli, the father of Joseph, the husband of Mary, in the genealogy of Jesus in Luke 3 and 23. According to another view, though, he is the father of Mary, the mother of Jesus, a view that is reached by punctuating the Greek differently. See genealogy of Jesus Christ. So they say the way you punctuate the Greek will give you whether it's Mary's father. Okay, so that's the real question. Okay, so which one is it? Okay, we know Matthew 1 for a fact is Joseph's genealogy. Okay, so for all of you Immaculate Conception guys, why does it give Joseph's genealogy? What's the purpose of it? Because he's not his father. And then secondly, you've got the one in Luke. Okay, you got the genealogy in Luke. So whose is that? If that also is Joseph's genealogy, again, if it's Immaculate Conception, why would it be there? And if it's Mary's genealogy, and then if it is Joseph's genealogy as well, why are the contradictions? Is it Nathan or Solomon? And then you've got, okay, if not that route, if it's Mary's genealogy, okay, it traces Mary, right? It traces Mary back to Nathan, okay? So that means Mary comes from Nathan and Joseph comes from Solomon. And this is why they say, oh, he's all Judah, right? All Judah, right? Okay, so that takes away all those people that try to say he's half Levi, half Judah. You know why because I've actually heard some people try to say that he's half Levite, that Mary was half Levi, half Judite. And do you know why some of them say that? Because if you go to Luke, the first chapter, right, it talks about the parents of John the Baptist. Look, Luke 1 and 5. There was in his days of Herod, the king of Judea, a certain priest named Zacharias of the course of Abiah, and his wife was of the daughters of Aaron, and her name was Elizabeth. So these people were Aaronites, okay? So they were of the sons of Aaron, which meaning they were Levites, okay? Now, if you jump down to verse... right here, 36, what does it say? 1 and 36, and behold, thy cousin Elizabeth, she hath also conceived, and her son of old age. Who is this son? Go up to verse, what is it? Right here, verse 13. But the angel said, so this is an angel saying this. So who's wrong? Is it the person, is it Luke who wrote it down? Is it the angel that misspoke? Is it, you know what I'm saying? What happened here? Fear not, Zacharias, for thy prayer is heard, and thy wife Elizabeth shall bear thee a son, and thou shalt call his name John, and thou shalt have joy and gladness, and many shall rejoice at his birth. Right? Oh, okay, so he's Elijah. He's Elijah. Look, Jesus, right? So Mary is cousins with Elizabeth. And it even says verse 58 for a precept. Let's go to verse 58. What does it say? And the neighbor and her cousins heard now that Yahweh had been great mercy upon her, and they rejoiced at her cousins. So she was related to these people. So that means Elizabeth and Mary were related, because that's what everybody says, that John the Baptist and Jesus were cousins, right? Well, that would have to mean that Mary was a Levite. You know what I'm saying? She had to have been a Levite, because Levites can't marry with outside the Levitical families. So who messed up? Was it Mary? Did she mess up? Did her parents mess up and they sinned? And you know what I'm saying? Then that means his genealogy is broke. It's a sinful genealogy, because the Levites married in with the Judites. And that's why some people try to say, oh, he's King of Kings and Lord of Lords. You know what I'm saying? But it's no, you can't justify that. Like he's not Judite and Levite. That's impossible. So he has to be all Judite, but then that throws off, well, then how are Mary and Elizabeth related? Because Mary, it says right here that they're cousins in verse 36. Thy cousin Elizabeth. You know what I'm saying? So, shit, man, and so see, there's genealogy problems right off the bat. Right off the freaking bat, man, there's genealogy problems. And those need answering. You know, from all these New Testament cats that act like they want to, you know what I mean, they want to run around with their idol. 4773, look, check it out. Slack, hold on. Trying to look up something in the dictionary real quick. Okay. Slack, hold on, almost there. Okay, here we go. See, look. Here we go. Ready? Okay, so that word, right? That word for cousins. Look, I'll even show you. Look. Let's even get the proof. Look, because I know motherfuckers is. Okay, so we'll put this right here as a marker. Okay, look, check it out. We'll go to the concordance. We'll go to the letter C. Okay. We'll go to COU. Okay. cousin, the cousin of Elizabeth, she hath also, look, 1 and 36, look, 4773. Okay? So that's the same word, 4773. What does 4773 say? Right? Sugenos. Okay? Sugenes. It's an E. Oh, look, Sugenes. Well, sorry, Slack. I always try to practice my Greek. See, Sugenia. Oh, so anyway. It says from 4862 and 1085, a relative by blood, by extension, a fellow countryman, or a cousin, a kin, a kinsfolk, a kinsman. So right there. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, well then if you're going to try to pull the whole... It says relative by blood, so it's by blood. And if you want to try to pull the whole Israelite... Oh, well, you know, it's just Israelites, blah, blah, blah. You know, then Mary was amongst the Levites and blah, 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 right? Okay, then. Well, then everyone needs to stop saying that John the Baptist and Jesus were cousins and shit. Like for all of you people that claim that. See, we got to clear up these things, man. These things are going to be cleared up and exposed, all of it. People are going to cut. And even, like I said, even if then, it still doesn't matter because they still have to answer for the genealogy mistake. Like what? Oh, man. It's nonsense, man. He didn't come from David, bro. David's the last of the Davidic ones on the throne was Zerubbabel. Zerubbabel built the temple, and that was it. That the Hasmoneans had rule after the Greek invasion. After the Greek invasion, there's no speak of any Davidic anything like that. You know what I'm saying? There is no line. There's no prophecies pertaining to anything like that. So, like I said, they have some answers, questions to get answered. Let's see. Let's go back to Matthew now. Okay, so you guys got questions to answer. What's up with these genealogies, right? Is Mary related to Elizabeth, or is she not, right? Are they blood, or are they not? Are they cousins? Is John the Baptist and Jesus cousins? Are they related by blood? If so, you know what I'm saying? There's too many questions. But see, that's just trivial shit, man. I've already done a video on this, the Emmanuel, right? I've already done a video on this about Isaiah chapter 7, okay? I broke it down a while back. If anybody needs me to redo it, I'll redo it. But basically, it's Emmanuel. Emmanuel is it's Isaiah. If you want to go on, like, because there's, you know, you could do the whole temple thing where it's symbolic of our people and all this stuff, right? Returning to the land. But check it out. I just want to show you something real quick, because it's Emmanuel, right? Check this out. Okay, hold on. Slot. Look. See, it's Emmanuel. See, Emmanuel, right? A messianic name. They see, and that's how they try to say. See, Emmanuel. Look. Immanuel, okay? We're gonna go to Immanuel, because they try to say in the beginning of the dictionary, oh, it's just a messianic name, right? Oh, check it out. 6005, right? Check this out. Right? Amanawal. Right? Or Amanawal. Right? And it says what? God Emmanuel. Right? What does that say? Typical name of Isaiah's son. Whoa, what was that? Isaiah's son. Because if you read chapters 7 and 8 together, it'll tell you that it was Isaiah's son, because he approached a prophetess and she conceived, and he told him it was the same son, man. Maharshabal, you know, whatever it was. It's a crazy name that he calls him too. He hasn't called him a second name, just like we're called Jacob and Israel and all that stuff, right? But anyway, so even the dictionary will tell you that's just Isaiah's son. But let's see. So you got the Emmanuel thing. And like I said, you have to read the whole chapters, which we're not going to do right now because it's already like an hour long. We're just going to hit some points. Like I said, it's freestyle. But you have to read the whole chapters of chapter 7 and chapter 8. It's historical, man. Like, if you want to go, like, on a plain, you know what I'm saying, like, level, like, it's historical. It's a historical fact. It was talking about, it said before the child, let's just go there real quick. Quick cut, okay? Quick head cut, Isaiah 7, right? 7 and 14. We could even just, because I know you guys don't like to read whole chapters and stuff. So, you know, we'll even just do your little cherry picking. So what does it say? Therefore, Yahweh himself shall give you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive, which is a maiden shall conceive, and bear a son, and thou shalt call his name, right, Amanuel, right? Okay, and it says, what? Butter and honey shall he eat, that he may know to refuse the evil and to choose the good. For before, see that word right there? Before the child knows to refuse the evil and to choose the good, the land that thou abhorrest shall be forsaken of both her kings. What kings are those? Look, the head of Assyria is Damascus, and the head of Damascus is Rezin. And within 65 years, Ephraim shall be broken and not a people. Why? Because the head of Ephraim is Samaria, and the head of Samaria is Ramaliah's son. And why? Because what's going on with that? Look, it says, look, that Syria, look. Let's go up to chapter 7, look. In the days of Ahaz, right? And it came to pass in the days of Ahaz. So this is the days of Ahaz, the son of Jotham, the son of Uzziah, king of Judah, and Rezin, the son of Syria, and Pekah, the son of Remaliah, king of Israel, right? Went up to Jerusalem and to war against it, but could not prevail against it. And it was told the house of David, saying, Syria is confederate with Ephraim, and his heart was moved, and the heart of the people as the trees of the woods. So see, Ephraim, the northern tribes, and Syria, this is historical, okay? This is the historical aspect. The Syrians, right, the sons of Aram, were getting in confederacy with the northern tribes, and they were coming against the house of David, or the southern tribes, okay? And what did he say? He says, oh, it's okay, because there's a child's going to be born, and before the child shall know to refuse good and evil, or refuse evil and choose good, the land shall be forsaken of both her kings, okay? And what does it say? Because what? It says, Yahweh shall bring upon the people and upon thy land and upon thy father's house, since the days that are not come from the days of Ephraim departed from Judah, even the king of Assyria. So the king of Assyria is going to come, and spiritually this is our people, the northern tribes and everybody going back into idolatry, hooking up with the sons of Ra. It's a deeper thing, but that's not what we're hitting right now. We're just doing a quick cut historical lesson of how the fact that the New Testament does not add up with Torah. See, because if you go down to chapter 8, then what does it say? Yahweh said unto me, take thee a great roll and write within it with the man's pen concerning Mahar Shal al Hashbaz, right? Hebrew, in making speed to the spoil, he hasteneth to the prey, or makes speed, right? In making speed to the spoil. It says, and I took unto my faithful witnesses to record Uriah, the son of Zechariah, and the son of Yarabakiah, or Yabarakiah, sorry. And I went unto the prophetess, okay, or approached, so he went unto her, he approached her, you know what that is, and she conceived. So he went to this prophetess, approached her, and she conceived. Just, you know, you don't think they did something for that to happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, people really need, didn't we just read in the concordance that said that was Isaiah's son?
This is the physical world.
Yeah, this is the physical, you know what I'm saying? So, then said Yahweh to me, call his name Maharsh Shal al Hashbaz, and before the child shall have knowledge to cry, my father and my mother, which, see, before the child shall have knowledge to cry, my mother and my father, which is the same thing as before the child shall know to refuse the evil and to choose the good, the land that thou abhorrest shall be forsaken of both her kings. Before the child shall have knowledge to cry, my father and my mother, the riches of Damascus and the spoil of Samaria shall be taken away before the king of Assyria, which is what we just, Assyria. You see how it connects? You know what I'm saying? On a physical level? See how that connects? But anyway, so, you know, that whole Jesus thing, you know, that Emmanuel thing goes out the window. Let's see. My next favorite one is, look at this one. Let's go to chapter 2 now. Okay. Yes. Let's get. Let's see. And seeing it was, oh man, and then these are supposed to be angels that are doing these things. You know what I'm saying? Well, I want to check. Hold on, let me check a quick precept real quick. I want to see some. I need both hands for optimum speed. But yeah, see, it's just too flawed, man. It's too flawed. We're barely even. So, anyways, and so let's just go with chapter. Okay, so first, look, you got chapter 2, right? It says, "Now when Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea, and Herod, in the days of Herod the king, behold, there came wise men from the east of Jerusalem, saying, Where is he that is born the King of the Jews? Right? For we have seen his star in the east and are come to worship him." Isaiah 60:3 is what they give for a precept. So see, everything that I have marked in pink links back to the Old Testament. We're going to rip all of that apart. So we go to Isaiah 60:3. So they try to say this is the Star of Bethlehem. Right? They've seen this star in the sky. And they're like, oh, look, it's Jebus is born, the King of the Jews. Right? Which is a bunch of nonsense. Let's get 60. Let's just start at 1. Arise, shine, right? Be enlightened, for thy light cometh. So we're supposed to be enlightened. This is for our people, man. Isaiah 60, we know, is talking about the suffering servant, who we know is Yasha'al. Right? And it says, what? Arise, shine, for the light is come, and the glory of Yahweh is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, gross darkness the people. And that's your Jebus. You know what I'm saying? That's the idol. That's the Christ idol. The darkness that covered the whole earth. And then also the physical darkness. That's the spiritual darkness. The physical darkness is going to be when volcanoes go off and the Most High darkens the skies, And it says, but Yahweh shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and the kings to the brightness of thy rising. Okay? Lift up thine eyes around about and see how they gather themselves together. They come to thee. Thy sons shall come from afar, and thy daughters shall be nursed at thy side. So that's because the southern tribes are going to be delivered first, and then the northern tribes will be delivered afterwards. Then shalt thou see and flow together, and thine heart shall fear and be enlarged, because of the abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee, and the forces of the Gentiles shall come unto thee. So there's going to be a mass conversion. You know what I'm saying? And there's going to be whoever survives. You know what I'm saying? But look, let's get a precept for that. Because what does it say? That kings will come to thy rising. What does that say? Chapter 42 and 6. Alright? Oh, that's a W. Slot. 49 and 23. Look. Let's go. Chapter 49 and 23 in Isaiah. What does it say? Oh. Let's see, look. Lift up thine eyes around about, and behold, all that gather themselves together and come as I live, saith Yahweh. Thou shalt surely clothe thee with them all, and with an ornament, and bind them on thee as a bride doeth. For thy waste and thy desolate places, and the land of thy destruction, shall even now be too narrow by reason of the inhabitants, for they shall swallowed up. For they that swallowed thee up shall be far away. So it's talking about the land of Jerusalem. Right, it was swallowed up, and all those that swallow up right now, Psalms 83, the nations of Psalms 83, right? Those that swallow them up, they're going to be removed far away, and we're going to be so inhabited in that land that there's not going to be room. The children which thou shalt have, after thou lost the other, shall say again in thine ears, the place is too strait for me. Give me place that I may dwell. So it's going to be too small. Then shalt thou say into thine heart, in thy mind, who hath begotten me these? Seeing I lost my children, and am desolate, a captive, and removing to and fro. And who hath brought me up these? Behold, I was left alone. These, and where had they been? So because the land of Yasha'al, we're not born there, man. We're not there anymore. We're born in the land of captivity. We're born in the west, man. We're born in the land of death. We're born into death. You know what I'm saying? Scattered throughout the four corners. So we're not there in the land. That's why when we get back to the land's going to be like, man, who had all these children for me, man? This is crazy, right? And she says, thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will lift up my hand to the Gentiles, and set up my standard to the people. And they shall bring thy sons in their arms, and thy daughters shall be carried upon their shoulders. And the kings shall be thy nursing's fathers, and thy queens thy nursing mothers. And they shall bow down to thee, their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet. And thou shalt know that I am Yahweh, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me, man. So they're going to lick up the dust of the feet. They're going to be kissing the ground of Mount Zion, of the physical place, the Mount Zion. They're going to come bowing down, and then they're going to be licking our feet, man. We're going to possess them as handmaids and servants, man. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, so this is about us. We are the light of the Gentiles, man. We are the servant, man. Watch, look. Here, watch, look. I'm going to bust out the real sword on your asses for a second. And I'm going to just show you a quick thing. Look, this is a quick slice session. Isaiah 41 and 8. But you, O Yashar'al, my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen, the offspring of Abraham, whom I have loved. What does he say? You whom I will grasp from the ends of the earth, and shall summon from among all of its noblemen, and to whom I shall say, you are my servant. I have chosen you and not rejected you. So twice right there, it just said, we are the servant. Okay, ready for another one? Isaiah 42:1. Behold, my servant whom I shall uphold, my chosen in whom my soul desired. I have placed my spirit upon him, to whom he could bring forth justice to the nations. He shall not shout nor raise the voice nor make his voice heard in the street. So all you people aren't the suffering servant, man. You're not being the suffering servant. You're not supposed to be out in them streets, man. I used to be on them streets too, man. You're supposed to be out in them streets being like that. You're caught up in the nets. He will not break even a bruised reed, nor extinguish even a flickering flax, man. We're not gonna put out those. We're trying to lift people up. We're not trying to extinguish their flame. We're trying to give them the real oil, so that they could get the real light, so they could be a light to the Gentiles as well, man. You know what I'm saying? And we're not gonna break a bruise. You guys are bruised reeds, man. We're not out to break. We're not out to just, we're trying to heal people, man. But if you stumble backwards and fall at the precepts, then that's on you. But our intention isn't malicious. Our intention is love. We're healed. What is it? Open rebuke is love. You know what I'm saying? Does not the Proverbs say that? Right? You got it right here? You got it? You want to fish it out? Fish it out, Doc. Check it out. Okay? What does it say? Look, I am Yahweh. I have called you in righteousness. Right? I will strengthen your hand. I will protect you. I will set you for a covenant to the people and a light to the nations. This is us, the servant. This is the same servant. You want more proof that it's Israel? You want more proof that it's Israel? Check it out. Huh? Proverbs 4 and 1. Want to read it off?
It's a loving chastisement. It talks about a loving chastisement. Basically.
Yeah. Huh. And see, look, well, let's get this real quick. 42 and 18, look. To show you. 42, oh, deaf ones listen, oh, blind ones gaze to see. Who is blind but my servant, and deaf as my messenger whom I send? Who is blind like the perfected man, blind like the servant of Yahweh, seeing much but heeding not, opening ears but hearing not? So are you saying that Jebus had his eyes open but he couldn't see? And he had his ears open but he couldn't hear? Is that what they're saying?
So he was like them then.
He was like them then?
Damn.
Oh, okay. All right. So anyway, what does it say? But it is a looted and downtrodden people. First off, let's get this. Yahweh desired for the sake of Yashar'al's righteousness that the Torah be made great and glorious. But it is a looted and downtrodden people, all of them trapped in holes and hidden away in prisons. They are looted and there is no rescue, plundered with none to say, give it back. So right there, the servant, man. Like how many times? Look. Do you want more? Do you want more? Look. You are my witnesses, the word of Yahweh. This is 43 and what is that? 10. You are my witnesses, the word of Yahweh, my servant whom I have chosen. Right, so that you will know and believe in me and understand that I am He. Before me, nothing was created by a God, nor will there be after me. And that cuts what we were reading earlier about Jesus creating everything. Does it not? So, only I am Yahweh, and there is no deliverer aside from me. That is Savior, a deliverer. That means Jesus isn't going to deliver us. I have foretold and brought salvation and informed you that there was no strange God in your midst. You are my witnesses. But we're here for the servant. Let's get more. You don't like that? It's not enough? Okay, let's get more. Oh, we're looking for the servant. But hear thou, Jacob, my servant, and Yashar'al, whom I have chosen. Fear not. Oh, look, what thou hast said, Yahweh who made you and fashioned you from the womb, who will help you. Fear not, my servant Jacob, and Yashar'al, whom I have chosen. Oh, there's the servant again, Jacob Israel. Uh-oh. That's too many times, man. That's too many. We want more? We need more, right? Let's go to 44 and 21. Remember these things, Jacob and Yashar. You are my servant. I fashioned you to be my servant, Israel. Do not forget me. You guys forgot Yahweh, man. You know? You guys forgot Yahweh. Look, 45. We need 45 and 4. For the sake of my servant Jacob and Yashar, all my chosen, I have proclaimed you by my name. I dubbed you, though you did not know me. I am Yahweh, there is no other. Other than me, there is no God. So, we're his servant again, because, he's talking about Cyrus over here. So Cyrus, that's the whole reason why he raised up Cyrus. That's why he dubbed Cyrus, because of us. You know what I'm saying? So what else we got? Alright, hold on. What do we got? Remnant, House of Yashar. Hold on. I know we got more. I know that's not it. Hold on. Where's it at? Alright, let's go to 49. Oh, there he goes. 49. What does it say? 49 and let's get 2. He made my mouth like a sharp sword, and the shadow of his hand he hid me, and made me like a smooth arrow. In his quiver he concealed me. He said to me, you are my servant, is Yashar, in whom I take glory. What does it say that we're like a smooth arrow? Why? Because he says that for our sakes, that the Torah is to be made great, or through us, for Yahweh's sake, through us, the Torah is to be made great, right? Well, let's get that again. Let's go back and get that again. Where was that at? That was 42 and 21. Yahweh desired for the sake of Yashar's righteousness. Oh, so it is for our righteousness' sake. That Torah be made great and glorious. That's why over here it says what? You are my servant, Yashar. We are the smooth arrow, the quiver, because we're the ones that deliver. We're the damn the menorah. We're the light to the Gentiles. We're supposed to be oiled and shine like a light. That's why it says anoint the shield, man. What's the matter with you? Verse 6, he said, It is insufficient that you be a servant for me only to raise up the tribes of Jacob and to restore the ruins of Yashar. I will make you for a light to the nations, so that my salvation may extend to the ends of the earth. All right. So this is the chosen of our people, man. Man, I'm telling you. But anyways, do we need more? Do we got any more? Servants ones before we hit Isaiah 53. See, that's where it links in with Isaiah 52 and 13. Behold, my servant will succeed. He will be exalted and become high and exceeding lofty. Just as the multiples were astonished over you, saying his appearance is too marred to be a man's, and his visage to be human. This is why they say in Wisdoms of Solomon that we're disgusting to even look upon to them, right? I did a lesson on that. His appearance is too marred, right? So will many nations exclaim about him, and the kings will shut their mouths in amazement, for they will see which had never been told to them, and they will perceive things which they have never heard, which is our people returning to the land. We're the servant, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know. But anyway, so let's go back to dissecting this blasphemous book. You guys have the corner? Somewhere floating around? Do I have it? It's floating around somewhere. It's there, it's here, it's everywhere.
Yeah, dude.
Do a search keys.
What's up with I am A through Z? Or I am A and Z, the beginning and the end.
Oh, the alpha and the omega?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the reason why it says alpha and omega is because those are the Greek first and last letters. Alpha is the first letter, omega is the last.
Yep.
In the Hebrew, first and last is the a and the tha. That's why we had the Umim and the Thumim had the a and the tha on it. Watch, check it. Watch, come here, check out the Umim and the Thumim. Oh, Oh.
You were
Okay.
hiding it.
I was hiding it.
They use A and Z as representing.
Oh, because that's the English. Yeah, it's because the A is the first letter and Z. Because the Yahweh's the first and the last.
We never use that in the Old Testament.
Yeah, we did. That's where they stole it
A
from.
and Z?
No, not A and Z. Ah and Tha.
God, I am A and Z.
He says Ah and Tha in the Torah.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They stole. I'm gonna go over it right now. We'll go over it right now.
Does it say
Right
A
now.
and Z?
We'll go hit that up right now. In fact, we'll give people that. We'll give everybody that. Okay, so check this out. Come check out the Urim and the Thumim real quick though. I want you. Hold on, Slack. I gotta put this down for a second. I gotta fish this out for Brother Darash, and then I'll show you guys as well. Gotta go to T. Oh, okay. So right there. Replicas of the Urim and the Thumim. Oh, sorry, the Urim. Sorry, the Urim and Thumim. Sorry, Slack. I said Umim. Sorry, Slack. Urim. From Aaron's blessed plate, see minerals. Okay, so see how it is? One's black and one's white, and it's Ah and Tha. See?
Mm-hmm.
Ah and Tha.
What is that? What is Urim and Thummim?
Those are where we would get the yes and no answers from Yahweh. So, like, for yes and no simple questions, you know what I'm saying? Like, that some, yeah, like, should we go up to battle? You know what I'm saying? Should I lead the children of Judah up to battle first? And then Yahweh would light up the stones to answer yes or no. This is why the Masons use the black and white checkerboard. They're mocking the Urim and the Thumim. But the Gabaria did a couple of lessons on that.
What is it? What are they made out of?
Stones, different stones. The minerals. We could go to the minerals and break it down. I haven't broken it... I haven't broken it down for everybody yet. I'm still trying to. I haven't gotten there yet because the priest. I was going to do the priest vestures and the whole thing about the Levites and the high priests and break all that stuff down after I brought out the wilderness tabernacle. That way, everybody can study the wilderness tabernacle, and then when they're done with that, I could give them that, and then we'll bust out Solomon's tabernacle, and then we'll bust out Ezekiel's tabernacle. That way, we can get a complete 100 or 360 degree understanding of the temple law, which is Ezekiel 43, 10 through 12. You know what I'm saying? But we're supposed to study all the temples, not just one. All the temples are important. The tabernacle in the wilderness, Solomon's temple, and then Ezekiel's temple. All of them are important. So anyways, you got the Ah and the Tha, right? And then, okay, so let's get the scriptures for that, right? Because that's like the first and the last, right? Because those are our first and last letters of the alphabet, okay? So let's go to Revelations, right? Because Revelations is the place where it states these things. So let's go to Revelations 1. And
Is it just Revelations, or is it?
yeah, Revelations is where he says it. Yeah. It says what? Jesus Christ. Okay, what does it say? Okay, go down. Oh, right here. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the ending, saith the Lord, which is lowercase, so it's Jesus, which is and which was and which is to come, the Almighty. So I guess they could try to say that that's the Most High that says that. But let's go down, because it's even more. Look, they got precepts for us. So let's check. Oh, verse 11. Let's check verse 11. Saying, okay, so look. I was in the Spirit on the Lord saying, and I heard a voice behind me, a great voice as a trumpet, saying, I am the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last. And what thou seest, write in a book, and send it unto the 7 churches which are unto Ephesus, blah, blah, blah. I turned to see the voice that spake unto me, and I turned, and I saw 7 golden candlesticks. In the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like the Son of Man, clothed with the garment down to the foot with the girt. So the voice came from this Son of Man. This is Jebus. This is the verse that they try to use for Jebus. His hair is as white as wool and white as snow. His eyes were as a flame of fire. His feet unlike to fine brass as they burn in a furnace. This is Jebus. So Jebus claims that he was the Alpha and the Omega, which is the first and last letters of the Greek alphabet, and that he even said, I am the first and the last. Let's go to verse 17. You don't believe me? Check it out. And I saw him, I fell at his feet as dead, and he laid his right hand upon me, saying unto me, Fear not, I am the first and the last. Damn, that's again. I am he that liveth and was dead. So that's the Most High then? Huh?
The Most High.
You heathens? Huh? For all you people This is Christ talking right here, man. He said he was dead. Go ahead and say that's the Most High, blasphemer. It's Christ was dead. He said that I am he that liveth and was dead, and behold, I am alive forevermore. Amen. I have the keys to heaven, or to hell and of death, right? But look at what he said. He says he's the first and the last, man. He said it freaking twice, yo. He said it twice, 3 times actually, but I guess you could attribute that one to the most. So we'll even give him that one, but still twice. Verse 11 and verse 18. And we still got more. Look. Chapter 21 and 6, right? Chapter 21 and 6. What does 21 and 6 say? Let's check this out. Let's check this bad boy out. Mike Lowry. Stupid dude. I had some guy named Mike Lowry on my freaking page. Alright. What was that? Oh, 21 and what? 6? Is that what I said? Slot. 21 and 6. Yep. That's what I said. I was thinking 16. I was thinking 1 and 6. Suck. And he said unto me, look, behold, look, and God shall wipe away the tears. And he that sat upon the throne said, behold, I will make all things new. And he said unto me, write these things that are written. And he said, it is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. And I will give unto him that is athirst the fountains, freely from the fountains. You know what I'm saying? And I will be his God. So now they have it attributed to the Most High. So now they have the Most High saying it twice. Supposedly, this is their God. You know what I'm saying? Like, so God twice and Jesus twice. So, and then we've got 22 and 13. So let's go to 22 and 13 and see what that says. Uh-oh, this one's Jesus. Behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according to his work shall be. I am Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are those that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter through the gates into the city. For without are dogs, sorcerers, whoremongers, murderers, idolaters, he that loveth to maketh a lie. I, Jesus, have sent my angel. How does Jesus have an angel, yo? Okay, wait, so for all you Jesus is Michael guys, so Michael has an angel. Why is it still calling him Jesus? He's resurrected already. What happened to Michael then? You guys got some splaining to do.
Got some
pretty much just
Got some splaining to do. Yeah, they just put.
at the end.
Yeah.
Say, like,
So
God
okay.
saying-
So we've seen 3 times. Yeah. So look, you got 3 times. Revelations 22 and 13 says that he is the beginning and the end, the first and the specifically first and last. We specifically want that phrase, okay? First and last, okay? Look, he said, I am the first and last. This is Revelations 22 and 13. Then you go back to Revelations 1 and 11. He says it again. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last. And then he also says it again in verse 18. Or verse 17, leading to 18. I am the first and the last. I am he that liveth and was dead. So, unless you want to, if you try to say that's the Most High. But Jesus said that he's the first and the last. But we got a freaking problem here. Because if we go with me to Isaiah, in the 40th chapters, we have a problem.
We got the problem.
What does it say? Where is it at? Oh, right there. Wait. Is that it? Nope, that one's not it. Come on. Where's it at? Where's that? Sloth. I usually. Oh, wait. Yeah! 44 and 6. Isaiah 44 and 6. Thus saith Yahweh, the King of Yashar'al, his Redeemer, Yahweh Zaba'aweth. I am the first, I am the last, and beside me there is no God. There's no power beside him. Chapter 41 and 4. Ooh. We skipped one. What's chapter 41 and 4 say? I, Yahweh, look, who hath wrought and done it, calling the generations from the beginning. I, Yahweh, the first and with the last. The first and with the last, I am he. He's the first and last. It even says, verse 27. What does it say, verse 27? The first shall say to Zion, behold, I behold them, and I will give to Jerusalem one that bringeth good tidings. So it's just the first thing. So that precept doesn't go with this. So see, sometimes you got to be careful with these built-in precepts. This is why you got to go over them. But I hadn't gone over this section yet in the precept. I've done a lot, but not enough. What does it say? So we got 44 and 6, 48 and 12. I know for sure is one. So we got this one. We got 43, 10 and 13. Yeah, it just says that he was, but 48 and 12 for sure. Chapter 48 has the other one. 48 and 12. Hearken unto me, O Jacob, and Yasharal, my called. I am he, I am the first, I am also the last. Alright? He is the first, and he is the last. So, that shows you right there that Jebus stole that title from him. You know what I'm saying? In Revelations, they attributed that same title, the first and the last, the and the Tha, right? The Urim and the Thumim, right? That way the Yahweh answers us. That's why he said, I am the first and last. I am the one that answers the first and the last. Yeah. And then first and last represents the fact that first it happened physically, then it happened spiritually, and then it'll happen physically again. Or what remains of the physical will happen. You know what I'm saying? That just shows you the Most High is the first and the last. He's an ever existing. He's just ultimate, man, never ending, forever. You know what I'm saying? All existent, 360, full circle. So again, one more shot on the thought. Oh, I wanted to give you guys a little. You guys have seen this before, like a representation of the breastplates. Which on there, if I'm not mistaken, they drew pomegranates and lilies. Oh, they're all pomegranates. Yep, pomegranates, which are the shield. See that? It's a pomegranate tree. See the 3? That's why I have that on my temple for everybody that, just to everybody make fun of my drawings or whatever. But my temple, man. See, it's a circle with the 3 because there's 6 points. There's 6 on each side, The pomegranate. Waban, Reuben, Lawai, right? Levi. Blood red jasper, and Levi is emerald. Okay, blood red, and we're gonna break in, and we're gonna break into that. Like I said, I was gonna do the Levitical stuff after because I think it's more important that. I guess it's all the importance, but because everyone needs to get the temple so that they can start working on themselves properly and know everything and have everything broken down. You know what I'm saying? Because the stuff of Levi, it pertains to I don't know how to say it the right way, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? It's best to have the tabernacle and then the priest garments, because that's where it starts off first, is the whole tabernacle. But anyways, whatever. It'll get out there. It'll all get out there either way, so, I guess we could do a few more choppings of the New Testament. Let's see. Let's go back to Matthew. I'm just going to stay beating on Matthew. Every time I run into a pink, I'm just going to keep reading, and every time I run into a pink, I'm just going to beat it up. It says, look, let's go to verse 5. And they said unto him, In Bethlehem of Judea, for thus is written by the prophet. What prophet? See, I like how the New Testament does this. It's like, oh, it's written by the prophet. Which one? How are you going to know what prophet to look up? Unless you have an already deep biblical background, you know what I'm saying? What if someone just wanted to learn, right now? What if some new person just wanted to know, you know what I'm saying? They wanted to look up this prophecy. How would they know? How would they know how to go validate this prophecy? What prophet? And thou, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, art now the least among the princes of Judah? For out of thee shall come a governor, thou shalt rule my people Yasharal. So they try to say that this is a fulfillment, right, of Micah 5 and 2. Right, so they say Bethlehem in the land of Judea. So first it didn't even quote it right. So let's go so see, if you didn't have a precept like this, if you didn't have some type of built-in Bible, or you didn't have a concordance, or you didn't have any of the tools that we have, If you just went and got yourself a regular translation or KJV or whatever, man, you know what I'm saying? If you were to go and get this and you wanted to go and check this prophecy, if you didn't have something like that, you would be lost.
You're severely lacking in that department if you don't have it.
Oh, I know, right? And it's like, okay, well, where do we go, right? How do I validate? That's the mind trick. They're just like, oh, the prophet said it. Oh, okay. You know? Nobody questions these things. Let's go to Micah 5 and 2. Let's go to Micah 5 and 2. Malachi, Zechariah. It's like these pages are like super thin on this Bible. It's like some type of India paper or freaking some crap.
God's talking shit about you guys all the time.
Right? Y'all are fucked. Okay, so what was it again? Micah 5 and 2. What does Micah 5 and 2 say? Let's read 5 and 1. Now gather thyself in troops, O daughter of troops. And troops is God, right? And God links in with the God, so it's like a false deity. So he's saying, gather yourself, daughter of, and troops, daughter of troops. Gather yourself, you that hath laid siege against us. They shall smite the judge of Yasharal with the rod upon his cheek. Right, so the judges got smoked, right? But thou, Bethlehem Ephratah, so they didn't even put the Ephratah part, Though thou be littlest among the thousands of Judah, yet out of thee shall come forth unto me that is to be ruler in Yasharal, whose goings forth have been from old, from everlasting, and it says from the days of eternity. So, and this is a person from old. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, he will be given them up until the time that she which travaileth hath brought forth. Then the remnant of his brethren shall return unto the land of Yasharal. So first, and this is the house of David, man. You know what I'm saying? The house of David, the true house of David. You know what I'm saying? And who because why? And it's David, man. Who came from Bethlehem Ephratah? It's David. Look, there's even a precept. Psalm 132 and 6. Let's see what that has to say. I just kind of like to do that every once in a while. Most of them I have mapped out, but kind of like to just go see. So it says, well, Yahweh remembered David, or Dawad, and all his afflictions, how he sware unto Yahweh and vowed unto the mighty one of Yahweh, surely I will not come into the tabernacle of my house, nor go up into my bed. I will not give sleep to my eyes, nor slumber to my eyelids, until I find out a place for Yahweh, a habitation for the mighty one of Yahweh. Lo, we heard of it at Ephratah, we found it in the fields of the wood. We will go into his tabernacle, we will worship at his footstool. Arise, O Yahweh, in thy rest, thou and the ark of thy strength. Let thy priests be clothed in righteousness, and let thy saints shout for joy. For thy servant Dawad's sake, turn not away the face of thine anointed. Yahweh has sworn in truth unto Dawad, he will not turn from it. Of the fruit of thy body will I set upon thy throne, if thy children keep my covenant. So see, that's what he told them. David's seed was promised this, right? Which it was given to Solomon. So that's what David, because David's from Ephratah. So this is talking about David. It says that David come from old. You know what I'm saying? It says that because he's from Bethlehem Ephratah, and it says that he, right, was the one that searched out to build a house for Yahweh. He wanted to rebuild the houses for Yahweh, which is symbolic of Zerubbabel. Zerubbabel rebuilt the house. He's descended from David, who was descended from Solomon. That was all Solomon's line. But what happened with Solomon's line? He says that he would give it to him, but what was the problem? If thy children will keep my covenant and my testimony that I shall teach them, their children shall also sit upon my throne forevermore. But that didn't happen, because his children didn't obey his covenants or his testimonies. For Yahweh had chosen Zion, he hath desired it for his habitation. This is my rest forever. Here will I dwell, for I have desired. I will abundantly bless her provision. I will satisfy her poor with bread. And this is spiritually what's happening right now. I will also clothe her priests with salvation, and her saints shall shout aloud for joy. So right now the priests are being clothed with salvation, which goes in with Zechariah, the 3rd chapter, and her saints, which is the people, are shouting aloud for joy, which is shout aloud, Isaiah 58:1, shout aloud, cry, shout, Cry aloud, spare not, lift your voice up like a trumpet, which goes in with the atonement, blowing the trumpet for the Day of Atonement, right? And it says, there will I make the horn of the wad to bud, which is horn is the power of the wad to bud. I ordained a lamp for mine anointed. His enemies will I clothe with shame, but upon himself shall his crown flourish. And this is why it says that it was the signet ring was taken off of Coniah, man. It was the son's messed up, man. So it goes back to David. It says David, 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 David all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's David, David, David every time you see that. So let's see. Let's go back. So that's who it's talking about. In that, no Jebus.
Yeah, so God gave the dream.
He took it from Coniah. He says, even though, well, Coniah was like a signet ring to him. That's why he took it from Coniah and gave it to Zerubbabel to build the other temple. You know what I'm saying? But Zerubbabel was figurative of the last days, where like the house of Judah. Yeah, in Zechariah. And in Haggai too. The second temple, man. But that second temple was symbolic of the third temple, though, because it says that this house would be more glorious than the first. So the house that we build, the third one, is going to be more glorious than all the tabernacles. This last tabernacle, the spiritual tabernacle that we're building now is glorious, man. But the actual physical tabernacle is going to be more glorious. It's just going to be... Everything that's happening right now is just straight glorious just for the glory of Yahweh. Everything that's happening now is just for His glory and His glory alone. This is to exalt His name and His name alone. It's all about Him and no one else. Everyone else is just His clay. Now, what does it say? Okay, so let's go. Okay, hold on. Let's get this Herod one. Let's go down to verse 12. And being warned of God in a dream that they should not return to Herod, they departed in their own country away. So look, okay, let's go to verse 11 because the paragraph starts here. And when they were come into the house, they saw the young child with Mary. We're in Matthew chapter 2, verse 11. They saw the young child with Mary his mother, and they fell down and worshipped him, and they had opened their treasures. They presented unto him gifts, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And being warned of the Most High in a dream that they should not return to Herod, they departed into their own country another way. And when they were departed, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream, saying, so this prophecy is one of my favorite to debunk, because it says the angel of the Lord told this to Joseph. So was it the angel that got it wrong again, or was it Matthew? The angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream, saying, arise and take the young child and his mother and flee into Egypt, and be thou there until I bring thee word, for Herod will seek the young child to destroy him. And when he arose, he took the young child and his mother by night and departed into Egypt, and was there until the death of Herod, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken of by the Lord by the prophet. So this was supposed to be a fulfillment which was spoken of by the Lord by the prophet, okay, saying, out of Egypt have I called my son. Now, I've broken this down before. Brother Dan has broken it down before magnificently. And in fact, shout out to Brother Dan from Walking Truth, man. Man, you cracking me up, man, with that. You know, I mean, it was a little while back now, but man, that. Oh, and then the way you chopped. I hate to even bring up the name, Mr. J. I'm just gonna call, the way you chopped up Mr. J, when he tried to give you flack about reading out of the KJV just because that's your law. You know what I'm saying? That's what you grew up with. That's what you know. You're able to. I just love the way you did the parable, bro. Brother Dan, Brother Dan chopped the shit out of Judah, yo. I forgot to tell you about this, and I'm telling everybody, but I'm just gonna tell you, and everybody else could hear it, bro. So check this out, bro. Dan chopped the shit out of him, yo. He said, because Judah's like, oh, well, you read out of a Masonic KJV and blah, 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 right? And granted, the Masonic, I'm the one that brought that shit out, first off, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh. So, and no one's covered it as extensively as I have, and if they have, pointed out. But anyway, so, and then he tried giving him shit, right? Well, not everybody, because I could understand. I'm like, okay, so this is the thing. Everybody should be on the Hebrew. We shouldn't even be trying to rely on English translations anymore. But we have to, to a certain extent, because, and then not only because we deal with our people that deal with English. So I can understand all these things, okay? I could understand that sometimes you can't afford to go buy a JPS or a Stones or a legit Tanakh, you know what I'm saying? So you got to do with what you got, you know what I'm saying? I totally understand that. But at least know, you know what I'm saying? But see, that's the thing with the brother Dan, is like he said, he's like David, bro. He went into the temple and got Goliath's sword. And he's slaying the motherfuckers with their own sword, son. He's slaying the Philistines with their own giant's sword. How deep is that? How deep is it? Look at how many prophecies are being fulfilled, yo. Look at how much of the Torah is being fulfilled right in front of our eyes. This is the miracle spoken of in Zechariah, the 3rd chapter. These are the miracles. We are seeing the spiritual prophecies come true right before our eyes. And then soon the physical prophecies. And you better hold on real tight when that happens. And do not fear, right? But anyway, I'm going to do it real quick anyways. So you know, because we're just going to keep on pounding it. See, let's get the precept. Look at my book, Hosea 11:1. Out of Egypt have I called my son. Now, you wouldn't know it was Hosea if you didn't have some type of footnote, right? Do you have any footnotes in that Bible you reading, Darash? Do you have any footnotes in it? No, right? So if I wasn't helping you out right now, right? If I wasn't helping you out, Jonathan, there's a, yeah. If you didn't have, you know, right now, if we weren't going through this, would you know what prophet to go to? No, right? So check it out. What does it say? Out of Egypt have I called my son. Let's go to Hosea 11:1, because I have the precept written in my Cambridge Bible. Let's go to Hosea 11:1. This is where they got the precept from. This is where they stole it out of the Torah. So Hosea 11:1. And what does it say? When Israel was Israel, and then even because it's italicized, and they say, you know, the italicized words don't belong. So, you know, when Israel a child. So when it's still talking about Israel, and it's still saying it even for past tense purposes, was. When Israel, when, first off, when, this is past tense, when Israel, our people, was a child, then I loved him. That's when is past, was is past, then is past, loved is past. When that happened. Well, I mean, I guess it could be, you know, when it will happen. So we'll even give you that. But look, see, was, then loved. Okay? And called my son out of Egypt. You got to continue reading, though, people. As they called them, so they went from them. They sacrificed unto Baal and burned incense to graven images. I taught Ephraim also to go, taking them by their arms, but they knew not that I had healed them. So this is when everybody started to go off. Solomon started to go off, right? They started listening to the Baal, and then he broke it, and he tried to heal Ephraim by giving the 10 kingdoms into Jeroboam. But what did Jeroboam do? They didn't know that he had healed them. I drew them with cords of a man and bands of love. I was to them as they had take off the yoke of their jaws, and I laid meat unto them. And what was that yoke? Remember, they asked Jeroboam, will you do the same yoke as your father did to us? And what did he say? Oh, my father's loins are as my pinky ring, as my pinky finger, and he chastised you with whips, but I'll chastise you with scorpions. Right? Meaning, he chastised you with whips, but I'll chastise you with scorpions. Meaning, he'll chastise you with demons. Jeroboam was willing to bust out demons on people, and he learned that demonology from his father. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so this is talking about the tribes. This is talking about the tribes. When Israel was a child, it even gives you a precept for it. Look, you want to see the precept? Look, Exodus 4:22. Let's go get Exodus 4:22. What does Exodus 4:22 tell us? And thus shalt thou say unto Pharaoh, thus saith Yahweh, Israel is my son, even my firstborn. And I say unto thee, let my son go, that he may serve me. And if thou refuse to let him go, behold, I will slay thy son, even thy firstborn. So that's the whole reason why there was the death of the firstborn sons in Egypt, was because they refused. They killed his firstborn son. Because Egypt is the land of slavery, the land of death. It's the Alam. You know what I'm saying? It's the alam. It's this area, right? Which is the death. It means death, to be deaf, dumb, and blind. That's what that means. You know what I'm saying? And the Haya calls the holy place, and the Debar means to speak, because you speak amongst the holy congregation of the angels. I'll break it down. I'm still breaking it down for everybody. Probably one of the next 2 lessons I do will be back to the Torah. Every couple of days I'll pump out a Torah wisdom teaching so that everybody can have everything. But anyway, so this is the deaf, dumb, and blind. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what he's saying. They killed. Egypt killed. We were dead. And just like Babylon killed us, we were dead. We made a covenant with death, man. But the Most High healed us. He killed the Egyptian firstborns to save our firstborn. And they try to that's kind of like them perverting the Jesus thing with the Jesus thing. Because they say that he killed his firstborn son to redeem Israel. No, he killed Pharaoh's firstborn son. But it's not the fact that he killed them that is what saved him. He just saved him to save him. But he killed them as a punishment. You know what I'm saying? He took out the firstborn because they took out his firstborn. Do we not have a law that says an eye for an eye, man? You know what I'm saying? And his sons had to pay, man. His sons had to pay, bro, because they're all wicked. They don't turn from their wickedness. That's the problem. They learn their wickedness from their father, and if they would turn from their wickedness, it'd be okay. But they don't turn from their wickedness. Oh, look, brother Yuanathan's got the black and white checkerboard right there on the bottom of the video game. He's got a game going right now, doing some research. Because I had this brother doing a research. He volunteered to do the gaming research.
The stuff that's in the game.
The stuff that's in the games. And he also helps me out with the news. He watches because I don't have regular TV.
Yep.
So he watches the regular TV news for us. He is the watchman of the news, and he is the watchman of the games, the entertainment. I know the movies. He knows the games. We also got Akwath Nasha, right? Our sister Anasha. She's also real heavy with the movies. In fact, I just saw that Akwath the other day. She's doing good and stuff. She just lives in a different town than us, but we work together. I've been ministering to her as well for many years. You know what I'm saying? So we got watchmen all over the place, man. You know what I'm saying? We got Shamashawan. We got her over there. You know what I'm saying? Or Shamasha. We got her over there doing researching up at the colleges and stuff. You know what I'm saying? She's inside there learning all their stuff and turning that against them and quizzing the professor. You know what I'm saying? Just doing all that stuff, man. We got watchers all over the place, man. You know?
All fields.
We got all fields going, man. What you want? What subject you want to talk about, son? We got you. We got you. But anyways, so so right there, it shows you that Israel, we're his son. It specifically says there, Exodus 4 and 22 and 23, right, that we are his sons, his firstborn. And then it tells you in Hosea 11 and 1, Israel, my son, I loved him. I brought my son up out of Egypt. And notice in Matthew, right, I brought this up before. In Matthew, right, in Matthew 15, it literally just quotes a third of the verse. Go to Hosea 11 and 1. It literally quotes only a third of the verse. Like, how the hell are you going to make a prophecy out of a third of a verse? That big of a prophecy, supposedly. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man. Like, what are you guys doing? What are you doing? I'm, like, dumbfounded at everybody's, like, retardedness. Okay, so check it out. When Israel was a child, then I loved him, and I called my son up out of Egypt. And as they called them, so they went from them. They sacrificed unto Baal Yam and burned incense unto the graven images. So Yahweh brought us up out of Egypt, and what did we do? We turned from Yahweh's laws, and we went sacrificing to the Baal Yam. Baal Yam, man. We sacrificed to the damn devils. Baal is Hashatan, man. You know what I'm saying? He's the angel of darkness. Read the Dead Sea Scrolls. He's Mala'ak Rasha, the Mala'ak Rash. He's the angel of Amalek, man. I brought that out even in the dictionaries. He's the angel of Esau, but more specifically Amalek. He is literally the angel over Amalek, man. Does not the Stones edition Tanakh give a footnote on Amalek saying that they are the representation of pure evil? Khan, right? So that's the struggle between good versus evil. It's Yasha'al versus Amalek, which our angel is Michael and their angel is Satan. Our angel Michael is also known as Mala'ak Zadakwa or Melchizedek. You know what I'm saying? And he's also known as the angel of light, right? The angel of righteousness, you know what I'm saying? That's why he's called he's the king of righteousness, you know what I'm saying? He's the Mala'ak of righteousness, and Satan is the Mala'ak of Rosh, the head. And I'm going to be busting that out in the Dead Sea Scrolls. I was trying to put that lesson together, but how hard of a lesson is that, right? Well, man, precept upon precept upon precept. There's so much to bring out. But I'll be having that lesson out probably tomorrow. It's just I had to do a few things to it. But yeah, so that's this Mala'ak Rosh and Mala'ak Zadakwa, which is the righteousness, the Zadok. So then he's that, and then it's even if you so check this out. Check out how deep this is. You want something deep, huh? People want to jump in the deep end, the pool. So check this out. You've got an angel, right? You've got an angel over every nation, right? You have the 70 nations, which is the 70 candle, the bowls on top of because there's 10 tables, 10 menorahs, right? And on the menorahs, on the manawaras, there's seven bowls, right? 7 times 10 is 70, which represents the 70 nations, okay? We are to light the candles, we are to anoint the shields, which means we are to be the light to the nations, okay? Now, every nation has an angel over them, right? Esau specifically has an angel over them. His name, that's Hashatan. Hashatan is their angel. But he has like but more specifically, because it goes like this too. It's like, okay, think of it this way. You have different tribes of Esau too, right? Do you not have Temanites? Do you not have Zephonites? You know what I'm saying? Do you not have Amalekites? You know what I mean? You have what is it? It's who else was the sons that they divide Esau up to? But anyways, there's multiple sons of there's the dukes of Edom, right? There's multiple tribes of the Edomites, just like there's multiple tribes of the Israelites, right? We're all one people, but we're different tribes. We're different brothers, different aspects of the tribes, right? Now, they just like Israel. Who's Israel's head tribe? Who's Israel's head tribe? Levi, right? Khan. So, who's Esau's head tribe? The Rosh, right? Amalek, right? You're the head of the nations, right? So check this out. That's why, and then who's, okay, so check this out. Okay, so they're called Rosh, right? In Numbers 20, what is it, Numbers 24? They're called Rosh, okay? What is, so that's why Satan is called the angel of Rosh. And Michael's called the angel of righteousness, but it's Zadakwa because who's the head tribe of Levi? Zadok. From Ezekiel, the 40th chapters, right?
Because the rest of the Levites didn't.
Because the rest of the Levites went off. Because Zadok comes directly from Aaron. Because there's 4 families. There's technically 4 families of the Levites. There's Aaron's sons, and then there's what they call Merari. Here, watch. Look, I got the illustration right here. It's in my notebook. It's the way that it was divided. Everyone was divided into the land too. Gershom, right? I'll break it down in the Hebrew. Gershon, he lived on the west side, right? Merari's tribe lived on the north side. Kohath's tribe lived on the south side. And Aaron and his sons and Moses lived on the east side. But Moses' sons didn't have anything to do with, like, you know what I mean? With any of the temple services and none of that stuff. Well, as far as that, because Aaron and his sons were consecrated for that. So Aaron and his sons' descendants are Zadok. And all the rest of the Levites went off. So that means all the rest of the Levites, all those 3 other tribes, they have to be like janitors in the temple. While the Zadokites get to go in and minister at the table and do all the important, the super, super important. Not to say that any of it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, not to tear down or to make that seem less important or anything, because it's just an honorable period to be doing anything, which Brother Yuanathan is going to be chopping the wood. You know what I'm saying? We found Brother Yuanathan's play. We know what's up. We know what's up. But anyways, Brother Yuanathan plays out the role of what was it, First Chronicles, the 2nd chapter, with he only had daughters, so he gave the daughters to his Egyptian servant, but his genealogy was still reckoned amongst the kings of Judah. So, the mighty men, and that's why his brother Yohanathan's a mighty man. He's a warrior, man. He loves to be outside doing them kung fu and all that stuff, man. He's the mighty man of David, man. You know what I'm saying? Helps me slay them giants. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, to get off topic. But see, that's why so look. So more specifically, it's like Michael's the angel of like the Zadokites, more specific, like ultimate. You know what I'm saying? Like it goes chain. It's like a chain of event. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's all the Israelites, and then Levi's above the Israelites, and then Michael's there. All the Israelites angels, but like specifically, he's like that's why he's called the Mala'ak Zadokah. He's like the angel of the righteous, the angel of the Zadokites. And then that's why Satan's called Mala'ak Rosh, because he's the angel of the head. You know what I'm saying? He's the angel of the Amalekites. And then he's also called the angel of light because the lightness, they perverted the light. They do the false light. They call themselves the great white brotherhood, the white light, right? And that's where they get their Illuminati and all that stuff from. But no, the real true light, that comes from that's why they call Angel the Michael the angel of light. And Satan's called the angel of darkness. He's of the darkness. You know what I'm saying? Most High separated the light from the dark. He separated the sons of the light from the sons of the dark. This is what this means. I mean, physically, he really did separate the light from the darkness, obviously. And then he created the luminaries. Wrap that around your guys' heads. Everyone has... people don't even know the true mysteries of the heavens. There's a difference between the luminaries and the darkness and light. The luminaries were only created to govern or to rule. The daytime was the sun, and the star and the moon were given for the night. But you can also see the moon in the daytime sometimes. But that's because the moon has an irregular cycle, as spoken of in the Book of Jubilees, so we are not to wholly follow the moon. And in fact, I'm going to do a quick cut on that. Slok, I had to have a print. I printed it off. I have the actual PD. I have it on PDF though. I had to print it out. The R.H. Charles, the Oxford edition of Jubilees. But I just want to read it real quick. We're on chapter 6. Hold on, Slok. Okay, we're on chapter 6. Let's see. Look. Okay, so let's start at 35. What does it say? And they will go wrong as to all the orders of the years. So we're going to go wrong to the orders of the years. For I know that from henceforth will I declare it unto thee, and it is not of my own devising, for the book lies written before me, and on the heavenly tablets of division of days is ordained, lest they forget the feasts of the covenant. Because why? Let's start at verse... Look, verse 32, and command thou the children of Yasharal that they observe the years according to this reckoning, 364 days, and these will constitute a complete year, and they will not disturb its time, 364 days, and this will constitute a complete year, and they will not disturb its time. And from its days and from its feasts, and everything will fall out in them according to their testimony, and they will not leave out any day or disturb any feast. But if they do neglect, so if you neglect this 364-day calendar, which is also spoken of in the book of Enoch, which both Jubilees and Enoch are in the Dead Sea Scrolls, which the Dead Sea Scrolls belong to the Zadokites, which were spoken of in Ezekiel's chapters 44 about keeping the times and the laws and all that good stuff. And in fact, let's just get that right away. Slok, I have everything like everywhere. Let's get the real sword out for this one. Alright, Ezekiel 44. Let's go to Ezekiel 44. Let's learn a little bit about the Zadokites. And then I'm going to do a lesson on the Dead Sea Scrolls on Michael and all that stuff and bring out all that stuff. Okay, so right here. See right here, Ezekiel 44 and 9. Thus saith Yahweh, any estranged person, uncircumcised of heart or uncircumcised of flesh, shall not enter my sanctuary. Any estranged person among the children of Yasharal, but those Levites who distance themselves from me during Yasharal's straying, when they strayed from me after their idols, they shall bear their iniquity. So see, all the Levites, they may be attendants in my sanctuary, responsible for the gates of the temple, serving the temple. They may slaughter and the burnt offering and the feast offerings of the people, and they may stand before them to serve them. But because they minister to the people before their idols, because they became a stumbling block of iniquity to the house of Yasharal, therefore have I raised my hand against them. And this started in the time of Jonathan in the Maccabees. The word of Yahweh, they shall bear their iniquity. They shall not approach me to serve me or to approach my holy places, to the holy of holies. But they shall bear their shame and their abominations that they have committed. Yet will I make them guardians of the charge of the house for all of its services and for everything that is done in it. So they'll be in charge of services and all that stuff, but they can't be in charge of like the holy stuff. But the Kohen Yom, the Levites, the priests, the Levites, descendants of Zadok, which is Zarakwa. Where is that? Zarakwa. Shaka Khan. Yeah, that stupid song. Quadashai, right? Where is that? Oh, what verse is that? Hold on, let me check it out. Oh, it's verse, 15. Oh, that's why. 14, 15. Oh, right there. Zarawakwa. Oh, so it's even, see how you could add the wa in there? Zarawakwa. See? So, you could even add a wa in there, but you could just do Zarakwa, right? You know what I'm saying? But anyways. It says, what does it say? Who safeguarded the charge of my sanctuary when the children of Yasharal strayed from me, which is the Essene Qumran community. Let them draw near to serve me. Let them stand before me to offer me the fat and the blood. So the Zadokites get to do that. Why? It says, they shall instruct my people, verse 23, they shall instruct my people concerning the difference between the holy and the ordinary. They shall inform them the difference between the contaminated and the clean. Concerning a disagreement, they shall stand in judgment. They shall adjudicate them according to my laws. They shall safeguard my teachings and my decrees regarding all my appointed times, and they shall sanctify my Shabbats. So see, in order to be a Levite Zadokite, you have to instruct the people concerning the difference between the holy. So you have to show the difference between the holy and the ordinary, between the contaminated and the clean. You have to do, when everybody has a disagreement or something, you have to stand in judgment. You have to adjudicate. You have to adjure them according to the laws, to chastise according to the laws. We have to safeguard the teachings, which includes Ezekiel 43 and 10 through 12, which includes the temples, and the decrees regarding all my appointed times. So you have to do the decrees about the appointed times, which we're reading right now in the book of Jubilees. And they shall sanctify my Shabbats. And boy, do I have some shit to tell you about the Shabbats. Now, anyway, and it says what? It says their testimony what? It says they will disturb all their seasons and their year. Oh, look, it says what? But if they do neglect and do not observe according to his commandments, then they will disturb all their seasons, and the years will be dislodged from this order, and they will disturb the seasons, and the years will be dislodged, and they will neglect their ordinances, and all the children of Yasharal will forget and will not find the paths of the years, and they will forget the new moons and the seasons and the Shabbats, which there's only 4 new moons, and I can prove that, and they will go wrong as to all the orders of the years, for I know, and from henceforth will I declare it. The division of the days is or unto thee, and it is not of my own devising, for the book lies written before me and on the heavenly tablets. The division of the days is ordained, lest they forget the feasts of the covenant, and walk according to the feasts of the Gentiles after the error and after their ignorance, right? Which the feast of the Gentiles is the lunar calendar. I'm about to show it. For there will be those who will assuredly make observations of the moon, how it disturbs the seasons and comes in from year to year 10 days too soon. And we have proof on that. I'm going to do a total comprehensive breakdown on the calendar. Don't you worry about that. For this reason the years will come upon them when they will disturb the order and make an abominable day the day of testimony, and an unclean day a feast day, and they will confound all the days, the holy with the clean, and the unclean day with the holy. Seeing what were the Zadokites to do? Were to separate the unclean with the holy, right? And it says, for they will go wrong as to the months and the Sabbaths and the feasts and the jubilees. For this reason I command and testify to thee, that thou mayest testify to them. For after thy death thy children will disturb them, so that they will not make the year 364 days only. And for this reason they will go wrong as to the new moons and the seasons and the Sabbaths and the festivals, and they will eat all kinds of blood with all kinds of flesh. So, there's some jubilees for your ass. And that's what has happened. Everything's been disturbed. Everything's been perverted. Everything is tossed off. It's not on its right course. You know what I'm saying? Everything's been totally defiled. You know what I'm saying? Like the bread's been defiled, The whole land is defiled. That's why the Zadokites have to come in and make the difference between the clean and the unclean, the holy and the unholy, man. Spiritually, Michael entered the tabernacle, man. Go read Malachi, the 3rd chapter. You know what I'm saying? I broke that down in the last video, bro. That's he entered a higher call. How else are all these things happening, man? It says that he would purify the sons of Levi, man. This is the time for the purification of the sons of Levi, so that they can teach everybody the difference between the clean and the unclean. So all the Levites, for all those claiming to be Levi, let me see that line real quick. For all those claiming to be Levi, right? You got to show and prove, man. You gotta come up, because there's a lot of people out there calling themselves priests this and Levite, Ben Loya, Lawai. Well, it's not Loya, it's Lawai. This and all that.
Prophets.
Yeah, shit. All this stuff. But what are they doing to prove it?
Brothers and sisters, this time.
Brothers and sisters, this time. Brothers and sisters, you need to buy my man purse. Because I need new Walmart swords. I broke mine. And I need some new ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro. But yeah, I guess, I guess we could finish it off with that. We could do one more. I don't know how many. Well, hold on. There's only one more prophecy, really, which is the one about the slaughtering of the newborns. Right? The slaughtering of the newborn children. They say that Herod, that's the whole reason why Jebus had to flee into freaking Egypt, is because Herod was going to slay out all the newborns. You know what I'm saying? But that historically never happened. Like, it's not in Josephus. Barakatha. You know what I'm saying? It's not anywhere, bro. And then the precept that they try to justify the shit with isn't even about dying babies, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not even like, where do you even, what? Like, what? Slaughtering babies? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? This shit's nonsense, bro. This Jesus spell has to stop, dude. This spell, this thing that's cast over the nations has to go, right? Because it's getting ridiculous, man. Our people are getting destroyed. We have to pull a Samson, man. It's time to pull a Samson and take out the pillars of the house of the idol worship. You know what I mean? The house that's why they say what, you don't throw rocks at a glass house. If you live in a glass house, don't throw rocks. Well, Jesus' house is a glass house, bro. So it's time to throw some freaking rocks at the shit. Time to stone it. We're supposed to stone the wicked, right? Well, those that are worthy of the death, that broke laws that are worthy of the death. And he broke laws worthy of the blasphemy, man. I mean, Jesus blasphemed the Most High. The New Testament blasphemed the Most High. It deserves death. It's a house of cards, man, that's going to come crumbling down. The rock that's going to come and smash that house, man, that's the people, man. That's the nation of Yashar, man, the redeemed kingdom. The new kingdom, the fifth kingdom. The armored kingdom. We're going to be armored with Yahweh, man. The armor of Yahweh. That's what it's all about. So let's finish out this last prophecy and then we'll call it. We got Matthew. We pick it back up. We got Matthew. Let's jump down. Let's just continue with 16, right? 1 and 16. It says, right. Then Herod, when he saw that he was mocked of the wise men, right? Was exceeding wroth, and went forth and slew all the children that were in Bethlehem and all the coast thereof from 2 years old and under, according to the time which he had diligently inquired of the wise men. Then he fulfilled that which spoken of by Jeremy the prophet, saying, in Ramah there a voice heard, in lamentations and weeping and great mourning, Rachel weeping for her children, and would not be comforted because they are not. Right? Okay? So, at least they gave a prophet this time. You know? At least you could give them that. At least they, gave you a ballpark where you could search at, you know? So, here we got Jeremiah 31 and 15. This is where we can find. So look, it says, this is the prophet. So supposedly this death of these children, this is a fulfillment of the prophecy that says, in Ramah was there a voice heard, lamentation and weeping, great mourning, Rachel, who is our foremother, weeping for her children, and would not be comforted because they are not. Jeremiah 31 and 15. Okay? Let's go to Jeremiah 31 and 15. 31 and 15. What does it say? It even starts off with the paragraph, right? Thus saith Yahweh, a voice was heard in Ramah. Sounds familiar. Lamentation and bitter weeping. Rachel weeping for her children, refused to be comforted for her children, for her children because they were not. And that sounds all good, okay, right? They at least they quoted it pretty much the same thing, right? But here's the problem: the Christians do a thing where they just go and fish out one precept. Like one little tiny verse, and they try to use that to justify a whole doctrine. When if you keep reading, it gives you the whole story. So let us keep reading. Let's see what this weeping's about. Thus saith Yahweh, refrain thy voice from weeping. Oh, damn. You just told Rachel to shut up. Thine eyes from tears, for thy work shall be rewarded, saith Yahweh, and they shall come again from the land of the enemy. Wait, so these children are going to come again from the land of the enemy? I thought they were dead. I thought they were not. Right? I thought Herod killed them, so they're going to come again from the land of the enemy, right? Are you saying the land of the enemy is Sheol? That's a place where dead people go. How is that the land of the enemy? That's the prison. That's the place, the resting place of souls, man. What are you talking about? Land of the enemy? What? We are in the land of the enemy, damn it. And there is hope in thine end, saith Yahweh, that thy children shall come again to their own border. So those dead children are going to come again to their own border? You know what I'm saying? You know. I mean, I'm not saying that people will be raised. You know what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying? It's retarded, bro. That does not fit. That does not fit. That's talking about our people. That is talking about our people. I have surely heard Ephraim bemoaning himself thus. Thou hast chastised me, and I was chastised as a bullock unaccustomed to the yoke. So that's what you guys are bulls that are unaccustomed to being yoked, man. You don't know how to serve. You don't know how to serve Yahweh. You're unaccustomed to serving him, and you are chastised. Turn thou me, and I shall be turned, for thou art Yahweh my power. So Ephraim, it's time for your asses to wake up. We need to go home, damn it. Don't you want to go home? Don't you want to go? Aren't you tired? Aren't you just tired of Babylon? I don't want to be here anymore. Do you guys feel the same way? Am I the only... Right? This whole house wants to go the fuck home. We want to go to Jerusalem, man. We want to go home.
It's fucked up here. No fucking... This ain't...
Same shit, right? Same... Man, most high willing, man. We get out of here, man. We just got to keep doing what we do until the time, you know? Surely after that I was turned, I repented, and after that I was instructed, I smote upon my thigh, I was ashamed, yea, even confounded, because I did bear the reproach of my youth. So Ephraim is going to return back. There's going to be a remnant of Ephraim, and they're going to be ashamed. They're going to smite their own thighs, man. me smiting their own thighs, being like, man, I was confounded, man, what was wrong with me? Is Ephraim my dear son? Is he a pleasant child? For since I spake against him, I do earnestly remember him still. Therefore my bowels are troubled for him. I will surely have mercy upon him, saith Yahweh. So Yahweh still has, he feels bad for him in his bowels, man, in his stomach. He feels bad in the holy place about Yahweh. What did you find? Did you find something?
I think I just joined a game where it's going to be recorded.
No way. Oh, it's good. Oh, okay. So yeah, we'll finish this up. Set thee up waymarks, make thee high heaps, set thine own towards the highway, even thy way which thou wentest. Turn again, O virgin of Yasharal, turn again to thy cities. So we're supposed to turn again to the holy cities, which is the holy place. So with that, we destroyed Matthew, the first and second chapters pretty much. We will pick up again with chapter 3 and verse 3. Okay? So with that, Kahala Yahweh Zaba'awat Akkad, which is all praises to Yahweh, the master of legions who is one. Yahab Yahweh, Barak Hashem Yahweh, you know what I'm saying? Shema Yasha'al, Yahweh Eloheinu, Yahweh Akkad, which is, I said, bless the name of Yahweh, love Yahweh, you know what I'm saying? And hear Israel, Yahweh our power, Yahweh is one. And, you know what I'm saying? Barak, Atham, Akyam wa Akwa, was bless you, brothers and sisters. Bahashem Yahweh. Right? Shalom, shalom.